you for joining us. I'm Joy.
And I'm Laura.
And this is The Witches of Letters, a supernatural rewatch podcast.
Buckle up as we dive into Season 5, Episode 22, Swan Song. Ah!
I know, right? No, I was low-key freaking out because I was like, this is the most important episode of Supernatural, Laura.
Yeah.
This is the most important episode.
It is.
And I was kind of like,
Yeah, I can see why.
listeners, do you hear the third voice? Kind of a masculine voice, a voice that you haven't heard recently. It's because we have a special guest. We have Wally back. So Wally of TheWallyVerse is with us today. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yep, I'm the Wally Verse, and I'm a supernatural connoisseur.
You are truly a supernatural connoisseur. It's very true. So Wally does like all kinds of really sick fandom content. If you like The Boys, if you like anime, if you like anything nerdy or anything like that, any cool people out there who like stuff like that, then Wally is your guy, and you should totally go and follow him. Now, I'm going to assume that everybody knows who Wally is, because
Oh, don't do that. I'm a nobody.
I just feel like it's silly not to, but like, if you don't, this is where I'm going with this. If you somehow don't, he is just a guy, but he's like pure sunshine, though. If you don't know him, you should go and check him out because his channel is such a good time. You're on a lot of different platforms.
I think I'm on
all the platforms.
I'm on all the platforms.
Yeah, he's on all the platforms. Same name, so you guys can go and find him anywhere. And now you know. You're welcome. This was a public service announcement.
PSA. Follow
PSA.
Wally.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
That was so adorable. See, it's all good vibes, guys. This is why this is going to be an amazing episode.
Yeah.
It's going to be all good vibes from the get. So I actually did remember to go and ask people if they wanted to chime in on this episode, which I forgot to tell Laura about. So Laura, surprise, I do have a little bit of a mailbag.
Oh.
Ooh.
So I'm going to go and get that real quick.
I'm just thinking the last time I was on was the season 4 finale, so I'm like trying to
Yeah.
mentally replay all of season 5 in my head. I should have, but I think
was
I got
thinking about
it.
this. I was thinking about this earlier. You're just officially our finale guest now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will come. The season 6 finale is crazy. The season 7, I mean, all of the finales are crazy. I'm just excited to see your reaction to it because as a first time watcher, it's like, oh, let me experience it through you. Let me siphon some of this.
Well, I did actually, I'm going to ask you something now because I'm too excited to wait until, because it's really near the end. The bit where Cas explodes, I was like, that is so The Boys, like for what was to come from The Boys.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I know Wally watches The Boys as well, so I wanted to point that out.
Oh,
It was
for
very,
sure.
it just reminded me of that.
I'm not 100,000% sure, but I do think the VFX supervisor on The Boys, he might have done some work for Supernatural because that effect is very similarly done.
Yeah, definitely.
It really is. I've seen
Because
that
I think there's a lot of crossover. Yeah, that is so funny. Just
Yeah, and Supernatural hasn't until this point. It's done gory stuff, but it hasn't like exploded someone.
not a main character.
No, and that happens all the time on The Boys.
Yeah.
I have thoughts on that, but I'm gonna save it for a little bit later, though.
But isn't it funny? Like he blows up and like 3 minutes later he's back.
Yeah.
No, that part is hilarious. It truly is like nobody dies on Supernatural, but also everybody dies on Supernatural.
You don't know which one is gonna be like the one.
I was so mad when Bobby died, though. I was like, he better come back to life. I'm going to be so mad.
Dean's
Laura lost
reaction.
her shit.
Cass, are you God? That was everybody's reaction.
No, me too. Me too. And then right at the very end, Chuck just vanishes. Poof. Gone. So, I have the mailbag, guys. I am ready. So we did have like quite a few people writing in saying they were super excited to hear Laura's reaction to this episode. So no pressure, Laura.
Oh, no pressure.
No pressure.
All the pressure. Every pressure.
Every pressure. So Helen wanted us to know that she thinks this episode is an absolute masterpiece, and she can't fit enough in here to express everything to do it justice, because when I like do the mailbag, it's usually in Instagram stories, and there's like a cap amount of things that you can say on there.
Yeah.
I totally understand what she means. Like, this is a masterpiece. This episode is probably most people's favorite episode, I would say. Like, I think it's got the highest IMDb rating of the entire series.
It's a finale that feels like finishing. This is like a series finale type deal.
It really, really
like from
is.
start to finish, you feel like, oh shit, like this is it. Like, how are we gonna get past this?
Yeah, it's a big deal. So Theresa says it's a damn near perfect episode, and I would agree. Like, this episode kicks ass. It's so hardcore and so good. Like, I was gonna save this until later, but I can't wait. Like, I had this thought while I was thinking about this, and I was like, I really feel like this is true. Because, like, before Game of Thrones gore, there was really only Eric Kripke gore, in my opinion. Like, there's a couple of shows that could do gore well, but the way that Supernatural did gore on, like, network TV really, really hits different. And this first snap, where Cas just fucking explodes, is huge. Like, I remember watching it, and my jaw was on the floor. I was like, Cas, I was, like, in shock. I was like, I couldn't form a sentence. I was shook, and I was, like, thinking about it, and I was like, we kind of expect that. We're a little bit inundated with stuff like that now, but I think that actually Supernatural kind of pioneered suddenly gory network, because they're not on HBO. They're not Game of Thrones, but they're kind of Game of Thrones before Game of Thrones.
It's on the CW. Like, it's literally on the CW.
I know.
They got away with a lot.
Crazy.
I just wish there was an alternate reality where Supernatural gets picked up by HBO. We get cursing Dean. We get Dean with tattoos. We get bloody gore, like all that.
It would be amazing.
The real Dean.
That would be cool. I'd be almost a little bit scared of it, because I feel like the amount that they could up their horror game if they had that kind of contract, like, never sleep again. I would never sleep again, but it'd be worth it.
Imagine the VFX budget. Like, if Supernatural, because like that show, we got 15 seasons. So obviously people like the show. And HBO is one of the only networks that genuinely invests in the TV that people like.
True.
So the budget would have just perpetually gotten bigger and bigger. So just imagine like what we would have been able to see.
That would have been sick. Leah says that episode was the heart of Supernatural. And then she's got like the emotional face emoji and a heart emoji.
It's so emotional.
It really is.
For sure. From the beginning to the end.
Yeah. One of our other friends says, I cannot wait for Laura to finally see it. I absolutely love the opening voiceover about Baby.
I call it an ode to the Impala or something the whole way through our notes, don't I?
Yeah. Yeah. I love that so much. It's a little bit like an Odyssey of Supernatural. There's all these different Odyssey references throughout the show, and I feel like this is a little. I know it's a straight narration, but I don't know. It kind of feels like that. Like, this is the book of Supernatural.
Yeah.
And then we have another listener writing in to say that it's a perfect 45 minutes of television.
Up there with like the best finales.
Yeah.
Of all time. Yeah, for sure.
Emmy worthy, honestly, like Emmy worthy.
It really, really is. Like, I honestly, like, to this day, one of the things that annoys me the most is the lack of awards for this show.
Like, Jensen's acting in particular, he does that thing where, like, he emotes with his eyes. It's like such high level acting and it just never gets recognized.
No,
it's very really true. Good.
Jared too, like everything. Jared has some insane moments.
Yeah,
where he'll go from like it's like season 4, season 5. Jared Sam is fucking like he's huge, but like in moments he'll literally become like a little boy in his face, this big beast, and like I'm like, how do you do that? Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
they're both really, really talented, and I feel like they got. I'm gonna call it pretty boyed. Like I feel like they're very attractive, and I think that people got whatever they got about that and just massively underestimate their talent. And because I've heard a bunch of people say that this show's not that great, it's just that they're really attractive. And I'm like, no, the show is great and they are really attractive. Like,
which makes it even better because it's like, damn, why can you act? You're hot. Like, what are you compensating for?
Too many talents in one person.
Like, what are you compensating for? You got weird feet or something. Like, what's the compensation for? You can't be funny, handsome, jacked, a great actor. Like, there's something. They're not bald. They have great hair. Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
It's the Chris Hemsworth effect. Like, why? All these things in one person is unfair.
It's true. It is unfair.
That does a big disservice to everyone that works on the show as well, though, because it's like It is well acted. It's well written. Like it's
well lit.
Yeah.
Set decorations are amazing.
Everything
Special
is-
effects are pretty.
It's the fact that it was on network television that just puts it down, which is like,
Yeah.
bro, like back then that was where most people watched. The fact that they're pulling millions of viewers weekly on a live thing is unheard of.
True.
Yeah.
Very, very true. That's an excellent point. Okay, so let's dive into the episode, guys.
Is that all of our mailbag?
That is all of our mailbag.
I must have missed that post because I would have written in something.
Yeah, you would have.
I do like how it all came full circle to Stoll Cemetery as well. Again, that was cool.
Yeah, I love that too. I did find some like fun facts that I can share because I've already covered Stoll Cemetery. So a quick recap for anybody who somehow is listening to this episode but hasn't heard that episode. Stoll Cemetery, Eric Kripke specifically set it there because there were rumors that the devil would come out at Halloween night and that it was haunted and so full of scary ass ghosts that they had to hire like actual security guards to go
against
in
ghosts.
against people turning up and like weird shit happening. There was like an old church that was there that was ruined, and apparently it would rain, and if you went inside the church, even though the roof was completely demolished, no rain would fall inside the church. That was part of the legend. There was supposed to be a secret stairway into hell.
Oh yeah,
in Stoll Cemetery as well.
That's crazy.
I know, right?
It's like you think when they're making up the architecture plans for hell, like, yeah, we're gonna put a stairwell from this church down into the basement.
I know, it makes sense. It makes so much sense.
Yeah.
But it was very supernatural. Like you can see where he's pulling some of the lore that he uses in the show. We have that like crazy church and all the Azazel links to the church stuff, and like him finding out and talking to Lucifer about how to get Lucifer out happens in that like cursed church area, and I feel like that was kind of a throwback to this. So that's the lore of Stoll Cemetery. I can't remember what episode I put that in.
It was which one was the one where they? It must have been
where they
early.
go home.
Yeah, because it's when they went to it's when they went to Lawrence.
When they go back to Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
I think that episode is actually called Home, but I can't remember.
That's
that was
one
a great
of my
episode
favorite
too.
lore.
That is a great episode. I love that episode.
Did you guys wait? This is kind of related, kind of not. But like, did you see the theory about Outback Steakhouse? Trust me, it's related. Where like they build the Outback Steakhouses, and if you like look where they are, they form pentagrams in every state. Like every Outback Steakhouse is connected in forming pentagrams. It's crazy. It's so insane. I was like, wait, there's no way. Literally, if you look up Outback Steakhouse in any state or city, there's always 5, and they always point and they make a freaking pentagram. It's like, what are they doing?
I love that. My favorite franchise conspiracy theory is that Denny's is Dionysius's, and it's why people are always getting drunk and going into fights and going into like crazy stuff is what's happening in Denny's.
That's Waffle House too.
Yeah. God, it is Waffle House too.
Now I want waffles.
Laura, do you have some fun facts to kick this off?
Oh yeah, I did have a fun fact that I found on IMDb, and it says season 5 begins and ends with someone who loves Dean being possessed. So Bobby in the first episode, and then Sam in the finale, and then attacking Dean and ultimately fighting through their possession and retaking control before the being who's taken them over can use their body to kill Dean. And it says, apparently, love for Dean is stronger than possession. And I was like, oh, that's so cute.
Crazy.
I can get behind that, though, because the way that Dean just pulls, like, mythical beings all the time. Like, do you remember Tessa the Reaper was just like, let me make myself pretty for you?
Oh, yeah. Dean she wanted Dean.
Yeah.
Everybody wants Dean. Even when
everyone
about to kill, like, Meg in the first episode is, like, making out with him. And he was like,
yeah.
That peanut butter.
Yeah. That's such a wild line. It's just I feel
it's
like
he's implying she's a bitch and she's a dog. Like I think that's what they're playing at. She's a female dog and peanut butter. I think that's what it was.
I never put 2 and 2 together.
I think it just clicks for me.
Oh my gosh, dude!
You guys can't see, but my eyes did the widen thing. The listeners, I was like, oh shit, light bulb. No, but that's such a crazy fact because they even mentioned it in the. Like one of the episodes where Sam is asking Bobby, while they're both getting drunk over the phone. He's like, "How did you beat the possession?" And I never put that together. Like, that in episode 1 starts with this, and the finale, and that's so cool.
Yeah,
That is
writer
cool.
came up with that was like, yo, somebody's gonna figure this out like 15 years later.
It's all that this just adds to how perfect the episode is. Like all the full circle things, like it's in the same
Season
place.
in general.
The whole
Yeah. I have
every
a couple
episode
of
in 5
musical
is just a bang.
Easter eggs that do that too.
Ooh.
Sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead. I want musical Easter eggs.
So I am so excited when we get down there. We start talking about like Swan Song and the meaning of Swan Song and how everything is like a full circle moment, because there's that whole thing where Chuck is talking about how you need to tie up. You got to take people back to the beginning. And you need to tie everything up in this like perfect little bow. And they literally thought every single thing out. So I have so many cool little Easter eggs.
It's the best of like meta commentary, which also again is season 5 came out in what, like 2010, 2009, 11. This is way before like meta things were like a thing. People didn't really do meta jokes like that. This is like Deadpool before Deadpool.
Yeah, no, it really is. That is like the perfect way of putting it, because that's the only other franchise that I can think of that Easter eggs this hard. And I feel like sense of humor similar.
Like even the MCU, Joss Whedon was like, I mean, all of his problems aside, he was the one that pioneered that sort of MCU dialogue of like reference.
Yeah.
But like they were doing that on Supernatural from the beginning.
Yeah.
So did Eric Kripke inspire the MCU? Did Supernatural inspire the MCU?
I feel like there's definitely some crossover in there. There's definitely some possibilities, because
the fact
we know
that
for
Jensen
sure
was supposed to be Hawkeye, crazy.
Yeah. Didn't he also audition for
him
Captain
as
America?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because he talks about Chris Evans and he's like casually Chris.
Yeah. Dude, I hope Chris Evans watches The Boys. Like, this is a sidebar. I hope he watches The Boys and sees like Soldier Boy. Like, oh my god, that'd be just so cool.
Agreed. Laura, do you want to do the synopsis?
Yes. So this is season 5, episode 22, Swan Song. The original air date for this episode was May 13th, 2010. Dean gets on board with Sam's plan to stop Lucifer by sacrificing himself, but Sam makes him promise not to bring him back, telling him he should just go and find Lisa and have a normal life. Sam, Dean, Cas and Bobby collect the blood Sam needs to contain Lucifer and track him down. He's in Detroit, so they go there and face the devil. Sam lets Lucifer possess him, and Dean opens the portal using the horseman's rings. However, Lucifer is already in control over Sam's body and closes it again, then disappears. Dean, desperate to find the place Lucifer and Michael are going to have their battle so he can try again, calls Chuck. Chuck tells him where to go, and he goes to meet Lucifer and Michael. Cas shows up and banishes Michael, giving Dean time to try to get through to Sam. Lucifer kills Cas and Bobby and beats up Dean, but Sam manages to gain control because of his brotherly love for Dean. He then opens the portal and jumps in with Michael, who reappears just before this. Cas comes back, saying God saved him. He then brings Bobby back too and heals Dean's injuries. They then all go their separate ways, and Dean goes to find Lisa just like he promised Sam. And then we were all crying.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And we open with Carry On Wayward Son.
Yay. I always forget that it's going to be on. And I'm always
me too, and then I get so excited.
Yeah. When it hits it, like it's like later in life, it's gonna hit you in your heart, and it's just gonna trigger like all the memories of Supernatural. Every time I hear it, I just get like possessed. I'm like, oh my god,
must watch more Supernatural.
Yeah, must watch.
It's such a cool song. I'm glad it's like the unofficial theme tune.
Did you see the videos of them singing it together? It's amazing.
That was amazing with Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Kansas one of the coolest things why are people streaming my goddamn song? It's like all the fucking Supernatural fans.
It's what we do. It's what we do. We raise ratings across the board. So Laura wants everyone to know that we start this episode with an ode to the Impala by Chuck, and it goes a little something like this. On April 21st, 1967, the 100 millionth GM vehicle rolled off the line at the plant in Janesville, a blue two-door Caprice. There was a big ceremony, speeches, the lieutenant governor even showed up. 3 days later, another car rolled off that same line. No one gave two craps about her. They should have, because this 1967 Chevrolet Impala would turn out to be the most important the most important object in pretty much the whole universe. She was first owned by Sal Moriarty, an alcoholic with 2 ex-wives and 3 blocked arteries. On weekends, he'd drive around giving Bibles to the poor, getting folks right for Judgment Day. That's what he said. Sam and Dean don't know any of this, but if they did, I bet they'd smile. After Sal died, she ended up at Rainbow Motors, a used car lot in Lawrence, where a young Marine bought her on impulse. That is, after a little advice from a friend. I guess that's where this story begins. And here's where it ends. Every time I hear any of the excerpts, any of Chuck's narration from this episode, it makes me feel so emotional, not gonna lie. It just really hits me in the heart every single time.
And the way they cut back and forth to it is just so well done. It's like not a wasted beat. Like they were locked in on this finale.
It is so cool. So I also found out when I was researching this episode, this one I already knew. I feel like most people know this, that Eric Kripke's birthday and the Impala is the same. Like the day that she rolls off the lot is Eric Kripke's birthday on purpose.
Oh, that's so cool.
Sick. Yeah. But what I didn't know was that the name of the Impala's first owner, Sal Moriarty, is a reference to Sal Paradise and Dean Moriarty, the main characters in the novel On the Road by Jack Kerouac, which was a big influence for the show.
Yeah. Definitely.
I was thinking Sherlock because of Moriarty.
See, my brain would go there too. I wouldn't think about Kerouac. Anytime you hear Moriarty, you're primed.
Yeah, like Sherlock. Yeah. Duh.
Yeah. But no, it turns out it's On the Road, and it's because he loved the kind of gritty Americana. It's a traveling story, and so he was kind of influenced by it. And so Kerouac is kind of an influence on the show, it turns out, which I didn't know.
Cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I thought it was really interesting. I love this opening so much. I always have. And when he says baby is the most important object in the universe, I was like, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
When I was watching, because I didn't know obviously what was coming. So I was like, is the Impala more important than like Sam and Dean? And then, yes.
It's like
it's what gets him. But it's what gets Sam.
The flashbacks of them as little kids in the Impala.
Yeah.
I love seeing little Sam and little Dean.
All the flashbacks. The little
They're
soldier.
So adorable. I love the little soldier.
But that's what gets him. That's what.
And the fact that Dean like puts all that. Yeah, like the fact that Dean is because of Dean's like meticulousness. They rebuilt the Impala from the scratch up, and he still put all the same stuff back in.
Yes.
Which is like crazy. He probably found it's probably not the same original plastic toy that Sam put in. I'm thinking about it. He probably went and bought like more plastic soldiers and was like, oh, this is the one he put in and put it in.
Oh, that's the cutest thought in the universe. I love that.
I saw something about the Winchesters where it's like, we all know that Dean calls Sam Sammy as his nickname, but I never realized that sometimes Sam calls him not Dean, he just goes D. And really? I didn't realize that. Wow. It's like from the beginning on, he just sometimes very softly says like D, like don't do it D, or like stuff like that. I was like, oh my God. I've watched the show a million times and I just caught this. Supernatural, the gift that keeps on giving.
It really does.
But it shows how like they're equally affectionate towards each other. It's not just like a one-sided, which is like what people argue is like, oh, it's Dean. Dean is way more loving.
I love it when he calls him Sammy too.
Yeah.
Because there's different levels to it. There's like, Sammy, come on. Sammy. And then there's like, Sammy.
Yeah, and there's also Sam.
Sam. That's when the John Winchester in him comes out. Sam.
Yeah.
Sam.
I love a good Sammy.
I forgot how this episode opens. Like the last episode ends. I'm like just going off of memory. I haven't even like read the synopsis. It ends with Lucifer taking Dean's body, right? I mean, no, Lucifer taking Sam's body. Like Lucifer, or does this episode end? No, it begins. So that happens in this episode where Lucifer takes over Sam.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, when Sam is drinking the demon blood and he's like, Dean, look away.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
That's and then 2 gallons. Oh no, it was like 4 gallons.
4 gallons, yeah.
I was just, like, even back then, I was like, if he pisses, is this like blood gonna come out? Like, what's gonna happen? That's so much liquid. You don't even have 4 gallons of blood in us.
I've got a fact about that later, actually. I have got a fact about that.
Yeah.
Demon blood piss fact? Let's go.
Ew.
Okay, Laura, take us off. Take us into the episode.
So we see Sam and Dean having a beer, like next to the car, on the car. Dean tells Sam that he is in with the whole Satan plan, and he says he's a grown man, and even though it goes against every fibre in his body, he needs to stop treating him like a little kid. And we know that this is really hard for Dean because he basically raised Sam, so it is a big deal that he's on board. And I just love that he calls him an overgrown man.
No,
you're a grown
laughing.
man, an overgrown man.
Yeah, he says you're a grown. Overgrown man.
His subtle jealousy of Sam's height is so funny always.
Sam's face, though, in the scene, which I guess is Jarrett's face. I don't know. It's like he looks at him like, you wish I don't even know how to describe the expression on his face, but it's so funny. And then he like cracks up.
It was apparently ad-libbed as well. It wasn't in the script.
Because the funny part is Jensen is also huge. So like the fact that he has to quantify that he's overgrown is just so funny. It's how tall Jared is. Just makes tall guys insecure.
Yeah. Apparently he said it to make Jared laugh, and then it made it into the final cut. Because he did.
I love that. I love it when they leave things in.
Yeah.
It's just this,
because those natural moments are just like delicious little nuggets.
And that is also how like brothers would talk to each other. Like they would do the little ribs at each other. It's funny.
Yeah, I love that so much. There's also a moment in this scene where he says watching out for Sam is like who he is. And I thought that was really beautiful. And then he says, I don't know if we've got a snowball's chance in hell. And I was like, is that a pun? Are you punning right now, Dean?
They say that so much, and then they always the snowball always ends up snowballing.
It does, it's true. And then he says, but he looks at Sam, and it's so emotional to me, because he says, but if anyone can do it, it's you.
And
that finally believes in him.
It wraps up the whole season, because the season begins with Sammy, I don't think you got this. He literally leaves him. He abandons him.
He actually says.
He was like, we're done. Like, we can't do this anymore. I don't
believe that he can do it. Yeah.
He's like, no, you can't do this.
First, he doesn't believe in them as brothers being able to do this. Then he has to go even further, believe in Sam individually, because Dean's not going to be part of this. Or, at least he's assuming he's not going to be part of it. But, in that moment, he literally lets Sam go fully. And it's kind of full circle from the first episode, because the first thing we hear John tell Dean is, take your brother outside and run. That's the first command that Dean is given. And it's kind of like he's done running with Sammy in this moment.
Wally, that was beautiful. That was such a that was poetry. Damn.
The English major degree pays off just one supernatural fact at a time.
It did. It's like, look at you using your English degree. Look at me using my film degree.
It's not useless, guys. It is so useless. Don't do it. Unless you're going to be a teacher, don't do
it. So Dean asks Sam if it's what he really wants, and Sam says he's the one that let Lucifer out, so he has to put him back in. So he feels this immense pressure, doesn't he? He's the one that has to do it.
The guilt. It's like, I guess you could echo it to Christian guilt, because the show is pretty Catholic centric. Yeah, because I think Sam identifies as a Christian, or he believes in God, but he doesn't know what religion. But that guilt that he carries throughout the whole season is amazing. You could just see it in Jared's expressions. Because he wants to say stuff to Dean, but he just doesn't out of his own guilt.
So when Sam says, I let him out, I got to put him back in, and he looks at Dean and he's so serious. To me, it's like Sam's continuing belief that you have to do the right thing no matter how hard that is. And I feel like it makes him such a cool character. And he has kind of this Clark Kent energy when he's really being himself. Because so much of his character is this fight against the idea that he's a freak, this fight against the idea that he's a bad guy, and he sort of paved the road to hell literally with his good intentions we've seen. But even after all of this, Sam is still like, I did a bad thing, I've got to do the hard thing, I'm going to sacrifice myself. He's such a hero in this moment.
He has a strong moral compass.
It's the worst kind of hero, too, in the sense of the guilt, because he genuinely thought he was doing the right thing. Literally up until the end point, he thought he was doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And then, just imagine that rug pull. Everything you just did was literally the exact opposite of what you wanted.
Oopsie, start of the apocalypse.
And not only that, but you've fallen into all of the worst things that your family's ever said. You grew up the black sheep, and then you really became black sheep ultra.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way.
It is.
On Dean's end too. Dean did objectively push him away in those moments.
True.
He just made the choice, helped make Sam do the wrong thing, even though they both thought they were doing the right thing. It's just so well done. The dynamic of guilt in this show, and you can see Dean's guilt. Dean's guilty because he's like, shit, I fucked up, so now Sam has to take the fall.
Yeah,
and if he had just said yes, he'd be fine.
Yeah, they were both like, you can't do it, I need to do it. No, you can't do it, I need to do it. And I said all along, didn't I, Joy? I've been saying the whole time, they need to be together. They're only going to be able to do it together.
They just need to fuse together. Dragon Ball Z fusion dance, and then it'd be the ultimate hero.
Yeah.
What did you think about the Adam twist?
Laura?
Which part? Just the fact that he was back.
The fact that he's like he took over Dean's spot.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, I wonder how Dean actually feels about that. It's like, hey, that was supposed to be my gig.
I was like, shit, that's such a smart play.
Yeah.
I thought in the moment, the first time I watched it, I remember thinking like, oh, they just killed Adam, but I didn't think that they would possess him because, I mean, even though actually no, we don't see that. That's later. I almost spoiled something. But
you didn't, and that's what counts because I've spoiled things. Good job.
Wait, did it happen this episode? No, I think it did happen in this season. Do they time travel in season 5?
Yeah, they do time travel, but I don't know if they time travel to what you're thinking of.
The time travel was when they went back to see John and Mary, and John
Sam went with him,
possessed
right?
by Michael.
Yeah, so that was like, okay, they already established that Michael can possess other peoples of the family.
Yeah.
But I wonder why they never
bloodline.
Yeah, so that was like, I never thought about that with Adam. So when it happened, I was like, I guess it counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Winchester blood.
They never played on the fact that, like, since they are blood, like, couldn't Lucifer hypothetically possess Dean and Michael hypothetically possess Sam?
I have never thought about that, but I think it's because of the way that Sam was primed. Sam was built for
the perfect vessel. Yeah, they're both the respective perfect vessel, but like a semi-perfect vessel was still good. Like Adam wasn't the perfect vessel.
It'd be interesting. I wonder if you know how like Michael's guilt and thought processes are Dean's, and the same for like Sam and Lucifer a little bit. Like the family dynamic gets really mirrored.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's that if Lucifer tried to possess Dean, Dean would overpower him.
Dean definitely would,
and vice versa.
Dean's mental fortitude is crazy.
Yeah. Like
Sam's
I wonder
if
Sam could overpower Michael and Dean could overpower Lucifer if they just like swapped.
So we were talking about like God made the plan, right, for Michael to kill Lucifer. Yeah. And like the whole parallel is that John is God to Sam and Dean's Michael and Lucifer. But John would never pit like Sam and Dean against each other in that way. But then he did say the thing like, if Sammy turns bad, you might have
he goes dark.
Yeah. But it's that qualifier if Lucifer God just said, Michael, you gotta kill Lucifer. There was no qualifier. So I guess in some ways, John Winchester is better than God.
Well,
I gotta do some videos defending John Winchester because people hate John Winchester so much.
We are two of those people.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Really? That was a hot take, Wally.
Yeah,
I can't believe it's a hot take. I genuinely can't. The guy raised 2 guys that saved the world. He can't be all bad.
I have a love-hate relationship with him because
he's hot.
Maybe he's
a bad dad.
Maybe he's
That's
not
my
all
take.
bad.
It depends on how you define what bad dad means. Bad emotionally, yeah, agreed. Bad is raising them as like men that actually do what they need to do.
Yeah.
If your qualifier for good fatherhood is raises his children to survive the world that they will be in, then he's a great dad.
Survived everything.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you raise
Save
kids?
The world.
Multiple times.
If your qualifier of like, is John a good dad? Is he capable of creating heroes? Is he a good hero dad? Absolutely, he's a great dad. If the qualifier is like, are they emotionally well?
No, but see, like, do you get one without the other? Like, could you raise Sam and Dean with love and also have them be the Sam and Dean that we need for the world?
See, now that's a question.
Is Batman without his trauma? He's not.
That's a question. That's a question though, because I want to bring up my good friend Kal-El, who's a super cool dude.
Superman?
Who has, a lot less trauma. He is a Boy Scout. We call him the Boy Scout,
the Big Blue,
for a reason.
Right, and
like, I love him. He's my favorite. Right? So like, I think the thing is like what it all comes down to in Supernatural in the universe is what saves the world is Sam and Dean's brotherly love. It's love that saves the day, always, in Supernatural.
But John is the one who pushed them together for that. Like, he pushed that bond. He could have easily raised them like, Sam, you just follow his orders. Dean, you're his like superior. Like, he could have easily raised them in that way. But
I feel like
whatever faults he has, Dean and Sam's love for each other is like way above and beyond all of it. He never like came between them, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But it's also like, bro, when it gets to the point, you know that's a demon possessing your dad because he's being too nice to you.
That's just a funny thing. But see, like my own dad, like I was raised in a pretty strict household, and like my own dad, I would be like, yeah, I would be able to catch, like I'd be able to catch something similar to that. I'm like, wait, my dad wouldn't be happy with this; he'd be mad at this. It's just like that's how well they know their dad.
It is how well they know their dad.
Because like they think, because like John is very pragmatic when it comes to the demon. It's like all like facts and shit. Effectively, you spent your whole life fighting for a demon. You have one gun that can kill him. You got 6 bullets, 6 chances. Of course, you'd be mad if it was wasted on some lesser demon. You'd be like, no, we just lost the chance. That's his whole mission. Now, how he would take that out on them, we don't know. We don't get to see the aftermath.
Yeah.
So the John abusive theories are all just theories. We don't have evidence of that.
No.
Of like him beating them. I don't know if he beat them. I don't think he beat them. He might have been mad. Like I think if he beat them, it would have probably been brought up, especially later in the seasons when they touch a lot on mental health.
I feel like drunk John is implied in some of the dialogue.
Smack him around a little bit.
No, I honestly do. I do think that that's like implied in some of the dialogue.
I think drunk John probably just even more emotionally neglected them. Like he just left them and just like passed out drunk. Like, oh, this is kind of a spoiler for a future episode. But I'm not going to mention that. It's in like season 15. The one episode. That one episode where John comes back, you know, somehow gets transported back into the future for that reunion episode.
Yeah.
We see him drunk in the Impala beforehand. He's just passed out in the Impala, and that's where he came. So it's like that's probably what he did. He probably just got drunk and just vanished.
Yeah. Wally's defending John until the end, guys.
Wally, deadbeat dad defender.
Deadbeat dad defender.
This is good though. We like having other perspectives.
No,
me enjoy it. Just like
no, but like the thing is that I can relate to the Winchesters because my dad was strict, and I understand that some people who haven't been like raised like that, it looks like abuse. But from people who are raised within it, it's like, oh, this is just how my dad is. Now, obviously, if John Winchester, if there's evidence of John hitting Sam and Dean, you shouldn't hit kids. Don't beat your kids.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering where I stand, don't beat your kids.
That's where the line in the sand is drawn.
I mean, emotional neglect is awful too because that leads to more shit. But at the same time, for like in the specific case of Sam and Dean, their emotional neglect is what made them what they are.
Yeah. So I want to hear from you guys, listeners, listen up. I want you guys to write in and weigh in on this. Do you think that John is good in that, like, he raised Sam and Dean and they saved the world a lot? To quote,
DM me. I will debate anybody on. No, I'm not gonna debate you. If you DM me, I'll probably see it and I'll be friendly. I might make video on it if a bunch of people DM me about it. But I read everything. Trust me, I read everything, even if I don't respond.
This is very true. This is very true. Like, I want to know, where do you guys stand as listeners? Do our listeners stand on the side of like John is a terrible father and Sam and Dean are awesome in spite of him, or are you guys like John is a questionable father, but Sam and Dean are great because of him, right? Because like I feel like Wally and I are like, Wally I think they're great because of him. I'm like, they're great in spite of John.
I think it's the real answer is more than likely a combination of both. But even like Jensen, when he talks about John in like panels and stuff, he leans more towards the way I speak on him versus
this is very true. Jensen is also like very Dean. Like there's not a lot of separation between actor and character. Like there is obviously separation, but there's not as
Dean
much.
kind of informed his entire like 20s. He was basically that guy. So that part of him is always going to be there.
Exactly. But if you look at Dean as like an intimate, important authority on that, that's a huge point for Wally's.
Also, John Winchester himself says that he never beat his kids. Like I'm pretty sure Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I've seen some clips of him saying he would never. And that he doesn't think that, and that he really believes that everything that John did from a place of love and like
for sure. He literally climbed out of hell for his children. How could people claim that he hates his kids? He literally climbed out of hell. Them. I just think he was a broken guy who tried to do his best.
I think like as the daughter of an alcoholic his parents were in the military. There's a lot of echoes in Sam and Dean's childhood for me.
It's very similar. My dad was also in the military.
So, like, this strictness, the discipline, the you do this no matter what, there are no excuses, kind of like, I'm very familiar. I'm, like, very, very familiar. And it's interesting and funny to me that we have similar things happening, but we landed on different sides.
Internalize it differently. Because, like,
internalize it differently, yeah.
I'm more of the...
You're like the Dean, and I'm like the Sam. I'm like, no, this was wrong. And you're like,
you deal with the cards that you were dealt with. Like, you do the best you can with the cards you have. Yeah. You can't go back and change it. This is like, so I'm like, okay, what can I do with this strictness that was instilled in me? What can I make out of it? Like, it builds character.
So you do literally have Dean character traits. Like, that is the most Dean thing I have ever heard anyone say.
But it's true. Like, it does build character. Like, what are you gonna do? Just gonna, like, what would Dean say? Is like, just gonna wallow in your self pity, have some normal apple pie life? No, we're just gonna
exactly. Yeah, so guys, Wally just transformed into Dean there for you. That
Dean, if he has Sam's hair and had a big ass beard. Actually, it's a baby beard from what I usually rock.
I love it. This is so much fun.
No, but I love the John Winchester debates. The thing is, people get that because, like, there's real abuse out here. Like, people get very emotional about that. So it's very hard to have a nuanced discussion. Even though John Winchester is such a complex character who genuinely deserves, like, a nuanced discussion.
No, I agree with you, and I think that I do. Like, I have to try to put my bias in a box to talk about him because I come from that background. Like,
no, I feel that. Like, if you like, it's triggering to a lot of people, especially because like you watch shows to escape, and then you watch a show and it's like, shit, this is what I grew up in.
Yeah. But you know what? That's one of the reasons why I love the show so much, because I feel like when you grow up with something that crazy and then you watch a show like Supernatural, it's soothing. And then also when you see Sam and Dean continuing to pull out of everything and continuing to fight and continuing to be, like, growing into better versions of themselves. Like, sometimes there's setbacks, sure, but they continue to grow into better versions of themselves.
Yeah, they're very
really
human characters.
Encouraging.
Yeah, they're really human characters that, despite all the shit they've been, like, Sam literally let the fucking devil out, and this guy is still goddamn trying to do something about it.
Yeah,
never give up. Like, that's the whole point of Supernatural. You never fucking give up. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if you could. I forgot if you could curse on this podcast.
You can swear. Yeah, I just swear before you. You're good.
You're good. Because the other podcasts I'm telling my friends, they're like, "Yo, just say anything. We don't care."
Yeah, that's the same on this podcast. Yeah. Just be yourself. Say what moves you. But I actually I find my heart, the more that I have conversations with people who really love John, the more that I soften up to him a little bit. And then I soften up to him a little bit, you know. We do love opposite points of views from ours, because Laura and I, especially if we agree on something, we don't always agree on everything, but we just get really entrenched and like, no, this is it.
And then we'll be like, really
I don't dig my heels in. The only thing I'll dig my heels in is that Supernatural is the greatest show of all time. Other than that, I'm open to hearing everything.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, is we like hearing the opposite viewpoint from where we're sitting. I think it's important to be able to have conversations like that and have nuance and have differences and still sit and be civil and enjoy each other's company.
And that's why Supernatural is like honestly so great for that, because a lot of the times they're like, yo, what do we have to compromise on in order to get this finished? Like, Dean has to compromise on his whole character. His whole character's point is save Sammy, and now he's sending him to like it's crazy.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to bring us back. Yeah,
listening to your version of how you see John is actually really eye-opening, and you can
it makes you soften towards him, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
But, that's what's so interesting to me, is because people see a character and then just put him in a box. But the thing is, like, I'm even trying to think, like, what's the abusive thing we've seen John do on screen? Like, it's implied, that he was emotionally neglectful. We see that throughout, like, the flashbacks. Yeah, leaving them on their own. Like, we see that multiple times.
Not having Christmas with them.
Yeah,
I think it comes down to like a difference of imagination. I feel like if you imagine in those times when you see Sam and Dean alone and you see Dean giving Sam his food and actually going without, if you're imagining that is because John is pinned down somewhere by a monster and fighting so hard to get back to his boys, you have such a different emotional context than if you're imagining that Sam is out somewhere. That John is out somewhere getting drunk, pulling a Miller time shift, It's
probably both at certain points. It's probably both. Like, he might have been out. The thing is, he always came back. He could have straight up just left his boys at some points, but he always came back. So it's never about abandoning them.
No, and
I think it was about.
You can't exactly take them with him.
No,
yeah, but he did. He started taking Dean when he was like 13. I think Dean was 13 or 12 when he went on his first hunt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Sammy was a little older. You could tell that Sammy's John's favorite in a way. He didn't tell him about supernatural shit. He didn't tell him about any of it until he was like 11 or 12.
Yeah. It's true. He's the baby of the family, and he gets kind of protected a little bit more and treated a little bit more like the baby of the family.
That one conversation that they have with John, and I think it's season 2, where he's talking to Sam about putting money for college aside, and he's like, I spent it on ammo. Like I love that moment because I've had moments like that with my dad. I'm just like, oh, you just recontextualized the whole thing with just one line.
Yeah, it's very true. Like the one that hit me this season is when it's Dark Side of the Moon, and you realize that John like walked out on Mary and the kids for a while, and he eventually came back. But you see Dean as like a little tiny child comforting Mary and saying, "It's okay, mommy, I still love you."
And then Sam's reaction, you can see the two different point of views. Dean's like, oh, we got to deal with this. And Sam's like, I can't believe you're cleaning up Dad's messes.
Yeah, from forever.
And the episode's great.
It's such a good episode.
That is a good episode.
Such a good episode. So it's like, I feel like in season 5, or as you get closer to season 5, I feel like the writers start feeding us these little pieces of information about John. And initially in the first season, John looks, whatever we think about him, like in season 1 or whatever, like he's very heroic.
Yeah, and he's also
think it's all really good and understandable because Mary died horribly, and we're all like, oh my gosh, you're so sympathetic as a character. And then the longer the show goes on, the more we see like Sam and Dean being tiny babies and being like left alone in a hotel or wherever. We see the kids getting put under pressure to handle weapons at a very young age, to handle monsters at a young age. Like Dean, I can't say that would be a spoiler. Sorry. But like we just like the longer the show goes on, the more John gets painted.
It pulls it back. But no, remember in I think it was season 3 when Dean is facing his dream demon self.
Yeah.
And he was like, Dad was an abusive dick. He left us alone. Like that's Dean's real feelings about John coming out. Yeah. And then Sam actually relates to John more as he gets older.
As the vengeance path, and they go in different directions.
The vengeance path, like in season 1, Sam is literally a mirror of John. And it's kind of, when I first saw John Winchester, I was like, oh, they finally got together. I'm like, yo, this heroic figure. And then John just ditches them. I was like, shit, what? He's such a good character. I was like, what the hell? And then they meet him up again because it show when they get the vampire, when they get the cult back.
Yeah.
Then he's suddenly back again. I'm like, oh, so he's just one track mind.
But this is the thing, though, is like what it reminds me of is Stephen King said something where when he's talking about writing characters well, he talks about like if you have a character who's like an absolute villain, every once in a while have them help a little old lady across the street, because he mentioned, I forget which serial killer it was, but he was like, this guy would be like Ted Bundy or somebody would do that. And he said like, you have to have nuance.
Yeah, because most people are never black and white. I mean, even the demons in the show aren't black and white.
He basically said something along the lines of like, evil is a lot more complicated than people think.
Good is also just as complicated.
Exactly. So this is kind of his point. So what I'm thinking of in the context of this conversation that we're having about John is I actually think one of the reasons why the show is so good and it has so many conversations is if you think of your parents, whether you love your parents or whether you have a difficult relationship with your parents, whatever the case may be, it's always complicated. Like my father did some crazy, awful things, but my dad would also get up in the morning to help me with my math homework and make me like hot chocolate and coffee mixed together. He'd make me mochas and be so kind and soft and understanding with me about my difficulty learning mathematics. So like whatever your relationship is with your family, it's usually complicated. It's usually nuanced. It's usually kind of a mixed bag. And I think that one of the reasons why the show is so good is because they didn't make John just a random hero character.
Yeah, all of them are complicated. Like even Dean and Sam are complicated as hell. We look at them as, they're not paragons, really. They're very flawed. Extremely flawed.
True.
Like, they're very, very flawed that we just overlook them because at the end of the day, they get shit done. Which, credit to John Winchester. Argument over. No. He raised functional alcoholics. No, but so that time travel episode was in season 5. Laura, I want to know your take on when Sam and Dean first meet John and Mary. This is Sam's first time time traveling, first of all, and seeing his mom for the first time. Like, what did you think about that?
I'm trying to think what I said in the episode. It was really sweet because Sam is just like trying not to cry all the time because he's never actually seen his mom.
Yeah. Just
like he was a baby when she died.
Yeah.
One thing somebody pointed out to me is like Dean is super soft with Mary, and then as soon as John comes into the screen, he postures up, like straightens up his back. It might have been one of your posts.
It might have been. I don't know.
I love those posts because I'm like, damn, I didn't think about this. That's so cool. But yeah, like it's so interesting that even though John is not that military guy, in that moment, Dean just reverts back to like how he sees his dad.
Yeah. And they were seeing him as well before, because again, Sam didn't really know his dad before his mom died.
Dad. That conversation they had was it was devastating. Where he's like, I would never raise my kids like this. Yeah. But then see, Sam's take is my take in that scene. He's like, I get what my dad was doing, and then at the end of the day, he was just a guy trying to do his best, and I forgive him for it, and I wish I could tell him that. And in a way, he did.
Yeah. You know what else is really telling, actually, is in the episode, I think it's the episode before this one, when Dean is gonna, maybe the one right before that, when Dean's gonna go say yes to Michael, and we see his box of treasures, and he's got like baby's keys, the coat,
the jacket,
his dad's jacket.
Yeah.
Everything belonged to his dad,
Those are the things that mean the most to him in the world. His dad's jacket, the car, and his colt.
That his dad gave him.
Yeah.
The same gun that John probably, because he was a Marine, he definitely used the 1911. I don't remember if that gun, I think it was out by Vietnam. I think the 1911 was already being manufactured.
The 1911 was around for World War II because it was actually really associated with some famous generals.
Yeah, General Patton.
Yeah, exactly. So we already have this history of the 1911 being associated with fighting monsters. If you think
fascists are monsters. It's a very leadership gun. It's a good gun. It's a reliable gun. I can see why they use it in the show. Yeah.
It has this historical context. Like if you know military history and stuff like that, or if you're a gun person, it has this undertone to it, this specific choice.
It's an American-made gun, just like the Winchesters.
Exactly. Exactly. So, circling back in, we're about to get some Star Wars references, which should make you happy, Wally.
Yes.
We love a Star Wars reference.
Who doesn't?
So we then cut to a bloody scene where basically Sam and Dean and Cas have drained a few demons of their blood to get Sam the blood that he needs to drink. They are hanging upside down like stuck pigs, and they take the blood out to the car, and we see Dean is still struggling with the decision and is clearly worried about Sam. Dean speaks to Bobby, who was waiting outside, and makes a joke about him being eye level now and calls him Yoda. So it's the reference.
Star Wars reference number 1. I have a count.
Bobby asks if they got the blood and asks if Dean is okay. Dean says not really, and then changes the subject, asking Bobby what he's found out. And Bobby says that he's been looking for omens to work out where Lucifer might be. One is in Detroit, so Dean says that's the one. So he's obviously not told Bobby about the Detroit thing, because that was in a flashback. That was in
the future episode.
The future episode, yeah. So then it's nighttime, they're driving, and Cas is asleep in the back of the Impala, and Dean says, oh, ain't he a little angel? But then Sam points out that angels don't sleep. And I was so confused. I was like, is Cas human now? Like, what is going on? Because for the last couple of episodes, he's just lost all his powers.
Yeah.
He's like turning human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dean tells Sam he has a bad feeling about this, and Sam points out that he'd be nuts if he had a good feeling about it.
Very true.
It's such an insane plan. It's such a crazy plan on paper.
It is a nuts
plan. At some point during this conversation, Dean says something about jumping your bones, and I was like, that means something else, Dean.
Because he's talking about Lucifer jumping Sam's bones.
Yeah.
And then Sam goes on to say, if this thing goes our way and I triple Lindy into that box, you know I'm not coming back. And Dean says, yeah, I'm aware. And Sam says, so you gotta promise me something. And Dean's like, yeah, okay, anything. And Sam says, you gotta promise me not to bring me back. And Dean says, what? No, I didn't sign up for that. And Sam's like, Dean. And Dean says, your hell is gonna make my tour look like Graceland. Do you want me to just sit by and do nothing? And Sam says, once that cage is shut, you can't go poking at it, Dean. It's too risky. And Dean's like, no. As if I'm just going to let you rot in there. And Sam says, yeah, you are. You don't have a choice. And Dean says, you can't ask me to do this. And Sam says, I'm sorry, Dean. You have to. And Dean's like, so what am I supposed to do? And Sam says, you go find Lisa. You pray to God she's dumb enough to take you in. And you have barbecues and go to football games. You go live some normal apple pie life, Dean. Promise me.
Oh. But Dean doesn't want to do that.
He does not.
Again, just fully letting go of Sam. That's Dean's whole arc this season, is just letting go of Sam, letting him do his own thing.
Yeah.
Appreciating that he's an adult and he should be able to make his own decisions is kind of the vibe, isn't it? And it's just so hard, though. So hard.
Yeah, it's literally against every fiber of his being. It's like, what do you mean I can't bring you back? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
That was kind of, I feel like that was the only reason he agreed, because he was like, well, I'll just bring him back.
I'll figure something out.
Yeah.
I think in the back of his head, he's still like, I'm totally going to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
I had to look up the Triple Lindy reference because I was like, that must be a reference to something, but I didn't have a clue. Did anyone know what it was before?
I think it was like a front flip thing. Like he front flip into like the water or something. That was what I had thought.
Yeah, it was so it was I'll put a link to the clip that I watched in the show notes, but it's basically an impossible dive from a movie, and it was, what movie was it? Back to School from 1986. It's older than me, and it's basically an impossible dive. He dives off all 3 diving boards as he goes. So he like jumps off one and then onto another diving board and then jumps onto another diving board and jumps and then.
Whoa.
So it's like, yeah, that's what they were talking about, which is kind of fun watching it.
Yeah.
So in Detroit they find where all the demons are, and Bobby says that Dean was right and something is up, and Dean knows that Lucifer is here. Dean says he knows Lucifer is here. Sam and Bobby then have a goodbye. And it's when Bobby's like, I'll see you around, kid. And the hug. I was like, oh my God, this is so sad.
Yeah.
Because Sam's going to die.
And then he says, don't you give him an inch when he's in there. Like, he's like so emotional. He's like, don't give him an inch. He's like a boxer giving him like advice.
Yeah.
It's such a dad moment. Like, Bobby has such a dad moment when he says that. And he's like, keep swinging, don't give it an inch. And it's like, he's also saying like I love you without actually saying I love you in that moment, and it's really beautiful and emotional.
Bobby's so caring.
He is.
It's like Bobby's the emotional father figure compared to like John, who's more of like the authoritarian. Combined, they raised 2 good boys.
Combined, they did.
Combined, they had a good dad.
Yeah, combined, they had half a good dad. Because Bobby was also still we can't. I mean, as much as we love Bobby, he was also very screwed up.
Yeah, and also an alcoholic.
Yeah, and also a functional alcoholic.
There's a lot of functional alcoholism in the show.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they deal with a lot of crazy shit. Like, I can't imagine. Like,
you got to deal with it somehow.
And they can't go see a shrink.
Yeah, well,
we know
how they can't possibly go to therapy, Troy.
Yeah.
No, they couldn't.
It's a segue to today's sponsor, BetterHelp. No. Are you having trouble fighting demons?
The inner kind.
And then we get Sam and Cass's goodbye. So he shakes Cass's hand.
Favorite
so
thing.
Funny.
So Sam holds out his hand to Cass, and Sam says, "Take care of these guys, okay?" And Cass, deadpan, and says, "That's not possible." And Sam says, "Then humor me." And Cass says, "Oh, I was supposed to lie. Sure, they'll be fine." And Sam says, "Just stop talking." And I died laughing. I was like, "Take care of these guys, okay?" And Cass's pained expression. He's like, "Oh, you sweet summer child. That's not a real thing. You can't do that."
And I love how Cass takes his hand too, and he's like, I can't do that. And the Cass voice. And then he tries to like make up for it, and the Cass voice still, he's like, "Oh yeah, they'll be fine." Yeah. It's just like, stop, please, just stop.
Stop doing this.
This is the part that you were talking about earlier, Wally. So Sam tells Dean not to watch when he drinks the blood, and this is where I had this fun fact that I told you about. So, this is from IMDb. It says the demon blood that Sam drinks must somehow instantly get absorbed into his body and soul in order to take out the demons guarding Lucifer and be strong enough to both contain him and fight for control of his mind. Sam drinks 4 gallons of demon blood. The human stomach can only hold 32 ounces of fluid at once, which is only 1/4 of a gallon. But in a previous episode, Famine, the horseman, said that Sam is capable of drinking as much demon blood as he wants because he is special. He is the true vessel of Lucifer, so his body would be able to consume more fluid than a normal human. So there's fluid.
I imagine it just like fuses into his like actual like the blood running through his veins.
Yeah.
I imagine it just fuses and like kind of like doping, like athletes. You can inject yourself with other with like extra oxygenated blood, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Or it might just go straight into his soul, or he might just absorb it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely feels magical rather than like
But
practical.
his powers right after are so insane.
They're awesome.
It just kills all the demons with his eyes closed. Like, I would love to see. And like, he doesn't need the demon blood to do it. So I would love to see a version of Sam where he trained. Like, imagine Dean training him like a Jedi without the use of demon blood, like to use his powers. He would have been so broken. I guess that's why they had to like do what they did.
Yeah. Oh, it is such a good scene.
Yeah. So Sam drinks all the blood and hulks out, and he walks.
He literally hulks out.
He does.
He walks.
He's like when he runs up. Yeah, you sons of bitches. Like
yeah. That was cool.
That was really good.
Yeah, because he's like, "We're here, you sons of bitches. Come and get it."
And I said, "Thirst trap."
Yeah. And then 2 demons come outside, and Dean says, "Hey guys, is your father home?" Which I thought was really funny. They get manhandled inside to where Lucifer is standing, staring out of a window, and he's like, "Hey guys," all casual, which is also funny.
Hey guys.
And then we get the second installment of the Ode to the Impala.
So Chuck's saying, the Impala, of course, has all the things other cars have, and a few things they don't. But none of that stuff's important. This is the stuff that's important. The army man that Sam crammed in the ashtray. It's still stuck in there. The Legos that Dean shoved into the vents. To this day, heat comes on and they can hear him rattle. These are the things that make the car theirs. Really, theirs. Even when Dean rebuilt her from the ground up, he made sure all these little things stayed, because it's the blemishes that make her beautiful. The devil doesn't know or care what kind of car the boys drive.
It's the blemishes that make her beautiful. 10 out of 10 bars.
I love it so much. It's such great writing.
Yeah, it's so good. So Lucifer blows on the window and it ices over, and he says, "Sorry, it's a bit chilly. Most people think I burn hot. It's actually quite the opposite." And I made a note as I was watching it. I was like, "Does Troy know what sigil he's drawing?" And then I realised that it was just he was drawing like a little, a little pitchfork. I was like, "What?" So crazy.
So I thought that was hilarious because there's also like the whole thing where like in some mythologies hell is supposed to be super fucking cold like at certain points, right? So like in some stories hell is supposed to be iced over. So the fact that he just does that and then draws a little fucking pitchfork is like the funniest, most Luciferian shit from this show, because in this show Lucifer is like very tongue in cheek, very funny. And then also I wondered if you guys noticed in the lighting in this scene, if you remember, Sam has an actual halo in this scene. During the showdown. They have a hair light on him. And he has a legit halo while he's arguing with him, and it looks like an old school Renaissance painting. It's sick.
That's cool. So Lucifer asks Sam and Dean if they're suicidal because they are there. And angry Sam is like, "We're not here to fight you. I want to say yes." And then he kills the 2 demons behind him with his mind. It's like lights.
He's like, "I'm not here to fight you." Collapse. Explodes the minions. Mixed messages.
Yeah. And Lucifer says, "Chock full of Ovaltine, are we?" And this was really funny to me because I was like, "Isn't Ovaltine like chocolate Horlicks, where it's like makes you sleepy?"
Well, I think it's also got like vitamins and stuff in it, so it is supposed to help people sleep.
It's
also supposed to.
You take it when your mom gives it to you when you're sick, like a 1 cup of Ovaltine.
Yeah.
But it's really just chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Powdered chocolate milk.
They should have used like Red Bull or something. That would have been funnier.
Was Red Bull even like I don't know.
It might not be
Ovaltine. I think the Ovaltine reference works because it kind of goes back to the childhood baby thing.
Yeah. That's very true. That's smart.
That's true.
I like that.
Also, they might not have the rights to like just shout out Red Bull.
It's another really good point.
Non-generic.
Spending all this money to play like legit rock songs in the episode.
They'll be like our non-generic energy drink brand.
It gives you wings. Yeah.
Possibly.
Lucifer says, "Help me understand something, guys. I mean, stomping through my front door is a tad suicidal, don't you think?" And Sam says, we're not here to fight you. And Lucifer says, no. Then why are you? And Sam says, I want to say yes. And Lucifer says, excuse me? And Sam takes a breath, closes his eyes. And then, like we said before, the two demons just, poof, it's sick. And then Lucifer says the Ovaltine line, chock full of Ovaltine, are we? And Sam says, you heard me, yes. And Lucifer says, you're serious. Sam says, look, Judgment is a runaway train. We get it now. We just want off. And Lucifer says, meaning? Sam says, deal of the century. I give you a free ride, but when it's all over, I live, he lives, you bring our parents back. Lucifer says, okay, can we please drop the telenovela? I know you have the rings, Sam. And Sam says, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Gaslighting the devil.
Like literally just to his face. Like, I don't know what you mean. It's the same with Cas later when Cas is like, no, I did not just Molotov your brother. Lucifer says,
I was so stressed here, by the way. When he said he knew about the rings, I was like, oh my god, what's going to happen? Yeah. What are they going to do?
Oh my god,
yeah. Because you know the plan's not going to work. Because it's 15 minutes into the episode. It's like, no way. Fucking Satan's getting defeated right now. Like, this is crazy. Some shit's about to go down.
Lucifer says, the horseman's rings, the magic keys to my cage, ring a bell. Come on, Sam. I never lied to you. You could at least pay me the same respect. It's okay. I'm not mad. A wrestling match inside your noggin? I like the idea. Just you and me, one round, no tricks. You win, you jump in the hole. I win? Well, then I win. What do you say, Sam? A fiddle of gold against your soul says I'm better than you. And Sam says...
Just goading him on.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
So he knows, doesn't change anything. And Dean's like, Sam... And Sam says, we don't have any other choice. And Dean's like, no. And then Sam goes, yes. And you can see Dean's face in the background is like...
Paling.
Yeah.
And then the freaking angel ringing noise as Sam gets possessed.
Yeah.
And he's like, Dean, I feel him.
It's so intense.
Fake ass acting. Fake ass acting. It's like, you ain't, this ain't Sam. It's some bullshit. I know, you're not getting me, Supernatural. I've been broken before.
I've been broken before.
Fool me once, shame on me. This is like the 5th time you're gonna fool me.
Like a Supernatural anonymous group where we sit and talk about how the show has hurt us.
This show has broken us emotionally and spiritually.
In different ways. Oh gosh.
So then there's a bright light and piercing angel noise, and we cut to outside where Cas and Bobby are watching and see the light from inside the building. So it's like Lucifer possessing Sam Part.
Yeah.
We then cut back, and Sam is now on the floor unconscious. Dean chucks the rings at the wall and opens the cage portal with a chant. So,
what Dean says, I cannot pronounce, I don't think, but it's like
Baba Loen or something.
Yeah, Tebega's Babylon. Which is supposed to mean open the mouth of the cave to the wicked. And I found out that Enochian is an occult constructed language said by its originators to have been received from angels, recorded in the private journals of John Dee and his colleague Edward Kelly in late 16th century England. So if you remember that Queen Elizabeth had her own magician and was very interested in like the spiritual stuff, this is who we're talking about. It's this era. So Kelly was a scryer who worked with Dee in his magical investigations. The language is integral to the practice of Enochian magic. And Dee stated in his 6th book that he concealed the keys to Enochian magic, which he literally referred to as keys, just saying, just doubling down on that point, that it contained the mystery of our creation, the age of many years, and the conclusion of the world. And that the first book signified chaos. And I was like, okay, so that's basically just the episode. Like, we're at the end of the world. We have the magical keys. They're using Enochian. And I was like, that's really cool. Because this entire time they were like, Enochian. And I was like, this is something that the show has made up. This is just like an invention. Turns out, no. This is going back to Renaissance magic. Wow. And someone actually brought it back and was like, yeah, so I've been talking to angels. Obviously, that's questionable. You know, anytime some dude comes back and is like, guys, I've been talking to angels, we're like, what and you get a little suspicious. However, this was actually really interesting, and it ended up influencing a lot of magical thinking, religious movements, all kinds of different things later on. So I thought that was really cool of the show.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that learning about because we've talked about the Enochian before, and I don't remember if we've. Yeah, I think we just said it was show stuff.
Yeah. So I corrected myself. It actually goes back to John Dee.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was like out in my head. I was like, oh, this might be like the Anunnaki conspiracy language, the fallen angels, aliens, all that shit. I thought it was like an actual thing.
Yeah. Now we know.
Now we know.
The more you know, reading Rainbow.
Let's go get angel powers, guys. Let's go find these books.
Yeah.
It's time. It's real. I believe it.
Right, so Dean has opened the portal. Sam wakes up, but Dean tells him he has to go now. Sam hesitates though, and we see Lucifer is already in control. And right, is it wrong? So I was watching this for the first time, obviously. I was actually willing Dean to just kick Sam in. I was like, just kick him in. Like, you've come this far.
No, yeah, he had the opportunity. He was off balance, but it's like, who knows how committed Lucifer was to the bit.
Sam girls, other Sam girls, I need you to write in. Did Laura just betray you and all of your kind? Let us know in the comments.
Imagine just fuck you, Sam. I always hated you.
Bye.
Shoves.
But the whole point was that they were trying to get him into the cage.
I know what you're saying.
I think he wanted Sam to do it on his own, but realistically, like, yeah, bro, shove him in. Like, no, go, give him a hug and shove him in.
I love you forever. Bye.
I had this same thought later as well because he hesitates again later.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was really interesting. So at this point, it shifts again. The lighting shifts, which is how we know that it's Lucifer, in my opinion, because Samifer does not have backlighting, but Dean does. Dean has the halo now. And I was like, so they're like queuing us up for the whole like Michael Lucifer battle kind of situation. And I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah. So Lucifer tells Dean that Sammy is long gone and then closes the portal with another chant and picks up the rings. He tells Dean that he told him this would happen in Detroit and then disappears, leaving Dean upset as he's lost Sam now. We then see the outside of an old theatre or cinema and see Lucifer inside with some other demons. He then starts talking to Sam in a mirror. The mirror conversations I thought were really cool.
They were really cool.
Because, again, Jared's acting is just, you genuinely believe this is not Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's really fantastic. Because, like, sometimes when you see an actor playing two parts at the same time, you notice it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know that that's the thing that's happening. Jared's acting is so good. You're just like, this is Lucifer. This is Sam. Yeah. And you never question it.
It's like the facial, like, his brows are much more, like, it's crazy. Just the little nuances.
Yeah, he does all kinds of different things.
It's like the same thing Michael B. Jordan did in Sinners. It's, like, very similar on the same level.
That is such a good comparison.
It's like, you genuinely believe these are two different individuals.
100%.
Definitely.
But one thing I just realized, I don't get, like, Lucifer puts the keys in his pocket. Why didn't he just throw them in the sun? He should have just thrown them into the sun.
You.
So
I
arrogant.
This later.
Too.
I can never tell if these things are just genuinely, like, the writers forgot, bad writing, or if it's the character in character. But I feel like this is Lucifer. This is his one weakness. Like, I'm getting rid of this shit immediately.
Yeah, exactly. Because this is what's gonna be.
But I don't know if it's Monday morning quarterbacking. I don't know if it's just like, like, it's very hard to think. Like, but like in my head, I'm like, yo, the first thing I'm doing is throwing this into the sun so no one can replicate it.
My question is, like, my thought process for me was, my assumption was that if he holds on to them, it's because they can't be destroyed, and he thinks that if he has them, because he's Lucifer, he's arrogant, right? He thinks if he has them, then no one would
have at least eaten them or something. Just keep them in your stomach. Even if somebody does get, like, limit all the scenarios. But again, Monday morning quarterbacking.
No, I
get it. Yeah, he's the ultimate safe. He's the ultimate safe. Like, who's gonna jack Lucifer?
Exactly. That's
Sam
what
Winchester.
I think he was thinking. Yeah, Sam. His only weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like without that, the story doesn't work. The writers have written themselves into a position where he has to have an Achilles heel. It's like, you write Superman, you have to have kryptonite, otherwise
and it's
there
like,
is no story.
Also, we don't have the budget to show these guys fighting. We gotta get rid of Lucifer before the fight.
Yeah,
we gotta get rid of him. We gotta get rid of him before the world ends, because we can't afford this.
That's a very good point. Yeah.
So it's not a plot hole. It's a money saving hole.
It's a money saving plot hole. It's a plot hole, but it's where we put the money that we needed for the show to continue.
This is the budget. This is season 6 right here. This plot hole is season 6.
Yeah. Yeah. I love how fractured the mirror is, where you see like Sam's in the broken mirror and Lucifer's on the outside. I thought that was sick symbolism.
Yeah.
He's so upset. He's so broken.
And this is when he slaughters, like, he's like, they show his whole life, like, yo, the kindergarten teacher.
Yeah.
Like, I was always the ultimate allegory for grooming, by the way. Like, the absolute ultimate allegory for grooming.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes, like, the whole Zem as a victim thing, like, that much more. Because literally, he's a victim of his whole life.
Yeah. It's very true. Like,
So
every
sad.
single thing was a setup. And that it really hits really hard emotionally, because a little bit before this, we found out that Brady set him up with Jess to destroy him. So, like, you look at this and then you look backwards, and it's like Sam's already had a really hard life, but then you add this on top of it, and it's ridiculous.
And, like, Jess was destined to die. Like, they literally wanted him to fall for Jess so they could kill her. Crazy.
Yeah. It gets so dark.
Like, he thought he was gone, but he was in the game. He thought he wasn't playing, but he's been playing the whole time.
Exactly. So Sam is furious, and he screams, "I'm going to rip you apart from the inside out. Do you understand me?" And Lucifer says, "Such anger, young Skywalker." The next reference.
How does Lucifer know Star Wars? Was he watching that shit when he first came out?
Like, from the cage?
Yeah, like, was he watching did he watch it afterwards? Like, you don't got better shit to do? How does Lucifer know Star Wars?
The only thing that I can think of is he spoke to Azazel in the 70s.
And Azazel's talking to him about Star Wars?
Azazel's like, "Here you go. Watch some Star Wars."
He's like, "Lucifer, when you get this kid, you gotta reference this, please, bro. Please. This is the only thing I ask for. Just
Make
reference.
sure he knows.
Make sure he knows you know ball."
Yeah.
I guess he was watching it, like, when he came back to life. Like, that's the only thing that can make sense.
Yeah. Or he has instant knowledge, instant worldly knowledge when he gets out. I don't know.
Well, we know that the angel, like, later on, this is like a mini spoiler, but, like, they can, like, tap and give each other knowledge and shit.
True. Yeah.
So I guess he maybe just touched the TV and it was like, "Ooh, Star Wars." I like this. I'm gonna use this. Or, like, a demon suggested it to him. Like, "Hey, Lucifer, you should check out this
by
movie."
the way.
Yeah, by the way, dude, you gotta check out Star Wars before you destroy everything. Star Wars. Marvel, like, you gotta do this.
Yeah. So Lucifer says, "Who are you really angry with, me or that face in the mirror?" And Sam says, "I'm sure this is all a big joke to you, huh?" And Lucifer says, "Not at all. I've been waiting for you for a long, long time. Come on, Sam. You have to admit it. You can feel it, right?" And Sam says, "What?" And Lucifer says, "The exhilaration. And you know why that is? Because we're two halves made whole. MFEO. Literally." And Sam says, "This feels pretty damn far from good." And I was like, made for each other?
Creepy.
Made for, like, Lucifer's just looking at Sam being like, "We were made for each other."
I mean, from his perspective, Sam is literally his, like, human counterpart.
He is, but it was just so funny the way he spelled it out. Like, it was like a text.
Yeah. Lucifer doesn't understand references. He understands Star Wars, but he doesn't understand nuance.
It's wild.
It's so creepy. Like, and
It
how,
is
like,
very
just
creepy.
hearing it back instead of, like, watching the scene is like, yo, this is way too sexual. Like, this is, like, creepy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scary, spooky, gross implications in the way.
Yeah,
that
that's
he
exactly
speaks.
what they even talk. Even he's like jump his bones. Like, this is
Yeah.
like literal possession. It's like, oh my god! Like, when you really get into it, it's so creepy.
Yeah, 100%.
So Lucifer tells Sam that he's his family. Sam says he doesn't want anything from him. And Lucifer says not even a little payback, and points out all the demons behind him are people from Sam's life, like we said before. So, like, a teacher, a friend, his prom date. And I found a fun fact that pointed out, didn't Dean sleep with Sam's prom date?
Yeah.
Because in the Jinn episode, they say about that. So did he sleep with a demon?
Oh.
Dean is out here banging demons first.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
After all the shit that he gives Sam.
Exactly.
Wild.
So then we got to Cas, Bobby, and Dean watching a news report, which was actually a scene from Dante's Peak, according to another fun fact I found. It's just a clip from Dante's Peak. It's when Dean, Bobby, and Cassian are watching the news footage, reporting worldwide earthquakes. The first shot showing a freeway on-ramp and overpass collapsing with dozens of vehicles on it is actually seen from Dante's Peak from 1997.
That's wild.
So that's fun. Dean asks Cas what they do now, and Cas says they should just get drunk, and he's clearly given up, and so is Bobby. And I'm so angry at them for giving up. Just saying.
But there's nothing they could have done at this point. Like, genuinely, there is not a shot in the dark.
I know,
there's
but
nothing.
They
Laura always gets mad anytime anyone is just like, oh, this is what it. Anytime you accept the circumstances, Laura's like, no.
But like, from their perspective, like, what is it? And even Dean's plan wasn't to stop it. He was just wanted to die with his brother.
Yeah, but he's obviously just still trying to find a way to save the situation, or to still. He doesn't want to give up.
I think that was Dean's way of giving up without giving up.
Yeah,
I think that was Dean's way of giving up without giving up. Like when he drove into the yard, I think it was because he just wanted to kill himself, and he just didn't want to do it. Actually, I think he just wanted to die with Sam because the story was written. Michael was going to kill Sam, and that's exactly what Cas says. That's exactly what Cas says. Is like you're going to see your brother get killed by Michael, so he goes there without a shot in the dark to die with Sam.
Yeah. His dialogue is actually really funny too. Cas says it's starting, and Dean says, "Yeah, you think, genius." And Cas says, "You don't have to be mean." And Dean says, "So what do we do now?" And Cas says, "I suggest we imbibe copious quantities of alcohol. Just wait for the inevitable blast wave." And Dean's like, "Yeah, swell. Thank you, Bukowski. I mean, how do we stop it?" And Cas says, "We don't. Lucifer will meet Michael on the chosen field, and the Battle of Armageddon begins." And Dean says, "Okay, well, where's this chosen field?" And Cas says, "I don't know." And Dean says, "Well, there's got to be something that we can do." And Cas says, "I'm sorry, Dean, this is over." Dean says, "You listen to me, you junkless sissy. We're not giving up. Bobby? Bobby?" And Bobby says, "There was never much hope to begin with. I don't know what to do."
Junkless sissy. I love when he calls angels junkless.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Because, like, I don't think the angels are insecure about it, but he, like, makes it a point to, like, target the fact that they're junkless.
Yeah. It is really, really funny. I just thought it was really funny that Cas is like, "You don't have to be mean. Mr. Sam is an abomination." Every other episode.
Sam, of course, is an abomination.
Exactly.
So then we cut back to Lucifer, and all the demons are now dead. And Lucifer looks in another mirrored surface to talk to Sam and asks if he's having fun yet. So they've just killed all the people from his past. And then we get another ode to the Impala, part 3.
Yep. So Chuck says, "In between jobs, Sam and Dean would sometimes get a day, sometimes a week, if they were lucky. They'd pass the time lining their pockets. Sam used to insist on honest work, but now he hustles pool like his brother. They could go anywhere and do anything. They drove 1,000 miles for an Aussie show, 2 days for a Jayhawks game, and when it was clear, they'd park her in the middle of nowhere, sit on the hood, and watch the stars for hours, without saying a word. It never occurred to them that, sure, maybe they never really had a roof and 4 walls."
Aw. I want someone that I could do that with, just sit on the car watching stars.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of driving, is just driving through the night, just looking, and there's just silence. It's so
Night
peaceful.
drives are everything.
Yeah, it's so peaceful. You can understand why Dean drives everywhere.
I really can, especially in that car, listening to that music.
Yeah, with the bench seats, it's probably super comfortable.
Yep. I bet it's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so Dean then calls Chuck and asks where the showdown is going to be, and Chuck says that the angels are keeping it all hush hush, but he saw it anyway in a vision. He tells Dean that it's happening at high noon at Stoll Cemetery, and Dean says he knows it as it's outside Lawrence, and he asks Chuck why Lawrence, and he kind of says because it's all started where it all started. He says he can't help Dean with any other information though, and doesn't know how Dean can stop it. And then Bobby and Cas come over to Dean, and Bobby asks if he's going to go someplace to do something stupid, as he has that look. And Dean says he's going to go and talk to Sam. Bobby and Cas don't think he should. And this is where I was like, I'm annoyed that Bobby and Cas aren't helping him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because from their perspective, Sam is dead. Like, they've already accepted that Sam is dead.
So Cas says, "If you couldn't reach him here, you're certainly not going to be able to reach him on the battlefield." And Dean says, "Well, if we've already lost, I guess I got nothing to lose, right?" And Cas says, "I just want you to understand, the only thing that you're going to see out there is Michael killing your brother." And Dean says, "Well, then I ain't going to let him die alone."
Yep.
And then he gets into the Impala and starts the engine.
His suicide run.
It is. But what I love so much is that Cas and Bobby turn up.
I find it so interesting because like Dean could have like in his own mind he's like I don't want Sam to die alone, but Dean also doesn't want to die alone. Like he doesn't want to die from the blast wave, knowing that Sam is dead somewhere else. He's like if we're gonna die, I want to die with him.
Yeah.
One thing I wonder is if Lucifer like hypothetically won, even though the battle ending was already written, would he have given Sam what he asked for, like his fake deal of like bring us back, bring our parents back? Like I wonder.
That's a really good question.
Which also the battle ending was written, but that was with Dean as the Michael vessel, not Adam. So maybe Lucifer stood a shot.
It's a really, really good point.
Too bad they don't have the budget to show us.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I know Lucifer is such an evil dickhead, but he's also weirdly congenial, so it does make me question if he would have actually done it.
Yeah, he has a disdain for humanity, but he likes creation.
He does.
Like in the Apocalypse version of him, Oh, what he did with Gabriel, that was my favorite episode. Hammer of the Gods. I love that episode.
That's a good episode, yeah.
That's one of my favorite episodes to rewatch. It's like you evil dicks as he's drinking. He's like, normally I would slaughter all of you, but now we got to work together.
Yeah.
And then Lucifer is like he's like so disgusted at the pagans. Is like, ugh. It's like, I hope he didn't catch anything.
It's when Gabriel kind of like kicks in the doors and goes, "Lucy, I'm home."
Yeah. Lucy. And then he does the freaking porn video to teach him how to use the cage.
Guard this with your life.
Gabriel, it was so funny.
Yeah. We couldn't get over business president.
Business president.
She's like,
R.I.P.
It's a hard life as a business president. If Swan Song, it was great.
Gabriel shows up, causes shenanigans, and then dies. Like every time he's shown up.
It is his MO. It really is his MO.
But it's still because I pointed out in that episode, the brotherly banter is there between Lucifer and like Gabriel and Lucifer and Michael in this episode as well.
Mm-hmm. Like, you kind of get Sam and Dean vibes from him.
Yeah.
You get Sam and Dean vibes.
Yeah. So we cut to Skull Cemetery, which to me looks like the same cemetery from All Hell Breaks Loose Part 2. I don't think it is. It just had the same sort of vibe.
No, it probably is from just a set perspective.
Yeah. But it's really...
a different angle.
It's really atmospheric. We hear a crow cawing and then it flies over Lucifer/Sam, standing amongst some headstones and crosses. We then hear the angel wing flapping and Michael/Adam appears. Lucifer tells Michael it's good to see him and Michael says, "You too," but neither of them look like they mean it.
It's very
Not
true.
really.
Michael asks, "Can you believe it's finally here?" And Lucifer says, "No, not really." And Adam says, "Are you ready?" And Lucifer says, "As I'll ever be. Part of me wishes we didn't have to do this." And Michael says, "Yeah, me too." And Lucifer says, "Then why are we?" So he tries convincing them that they shouldn't fight. Michael says, "Oh, you know why. I have no choice after what you did." And Lucifer says, "What I did? What if it's not my fault?" And Michael says, "What is that supposed to mean?" And Lucifer says, "Think about it. Dad made everything, which means he made me who I am. God wanted the devil." And Michael says, "So?" And Lucifer says, "So why? Why make us fight? I just can't figure out the point." And Michael says, "What's your point?" And Lucifer says, "We're going to kill each other. And for what? One of Dad's tests. And we don't even know the answer. We're brothers. Let's just walk off the chessboard." And Michael says, "I'm sorry. I can't do that. I'm a good son, and I have my orders." And Lucifer says, "But you don't have to follow them." And Michael says, "What, you think I'm going to rebel now? I'm not like you." And Lucifer says, "Please, Michael." And Michael says, "You haven't changed a bit, little brother, always blaming everybody but yourself. We were together, we were happy, but you betrayed me, all of us, and you made our father leave." And Lucifer says, "No one makes Dad do anything. He's doing this to us." And Michael says, "You're a monster, Lucifer, and I have to kill you."
It's so Sam and Dean.
If that's the way it's got to be. Yeah, it really is. If that's the way it's got to be, then I'd like to see you try. And Lucifer and Michael circle each other, and then we hear the sound of the car engine.
But this conversation with Lucifer, I actually started feeling sorry for him, but I can't tell if it's just because he looks like Sam now.
No, it's just definitely Jared Padalecki's facial expression.
Yeah.
He's very good at like giving you sympathy. He does that like puppy dog face. It's like a Sam face.
Yeah.
It also kind of felt like a Western to me, that like a kind of quick draw situation.
With the crow especially.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all the crosses in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very true. So I thought it was really interesting how the Sam, Dean, John dynamic, like we said before, is mirrored in this, and it humanizes these huge celestial forces in a way that weaves together the audience's own feelings with the subconscious religious undertones many Americans would have grown up with. It elevates the Winchesters to sacred heroic status at the same time as it makes them feel like they're our friends or family.
It's so like humanizing. And also, like,
it really is.
This is like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but later on, when they expand on the celestial relationships, it actually like they add so much more depth to it, and it's so interesting to see the dynamics. And we kind of see a little bit of it when Lucifer kills Gabriel. He's like, "You learned all your tricks from me, little brother," and he stabs him. And then you can see on his face the regret, like, "Damn, this is a family. It's been a family for eons."
Yeah, and also there's that whole build up before the fight, like. Gabriel's so reluctant. He does not want to fight his brothers.
Yeah, he's like, you can't ask me to kill my brothers.
Yeah. It's just so well done. Everything weaves together.
But I love the argument of like, we're not doing this. Dad is doing this to us. So it's like, is there free will or is it all predestined?
Yeah.
But I think Dean's actions prove it's free will.
Yeah, we have the whole team free will situation.
Yeah. one ex-blood junkie, one angel without wings, a drunk, and a high school dropout.
You got it all.
So then we hear the revving of the Impala's engine, and Dean turns up playing his classic rock tunes, iconic.
Yep.
And it's Rock of Ages by Def Leppard, but I'm a millennial. Okay, when I heard that intro, I was like, "Is he playing Pretty Fly for a White Guy by The Offspring?"
What?
Because they sampled it.
Right at the start.
They sample it right at the beginning. You got tricked.
And then I was like, no, that isn't this.
Here I come with the musical Easter eggs. So, here's some stuff that I found out, guys. So the tape that Dean loads into the cassette deck in the Impala as he drives into Still Cemetery is labeled with Kim Manner's signature line, "Kick it in the ass." Uh-huh. Also, Swan Song, the title of the episode, refers both to the phrase Swan Song, meaning the final act or gesture before death, and the record company founded by Led Zeppelin in 1974.
It's a Led Zeppelin reference.
Uh-huh. Also, both Houses of the Holy and The Song Remains the Same refer to pivotal episodes that feature angels impacting Sam and Dean, and they are also Led Zeppelin albums. So in the same way that the theme of this episode is to weave the very beginning into the ending that echoes the start of the story, the musical references are also deep cuts doing the same thing.
That is cool.
Yep. And Rock of Ages by Def Leppard came out in 1983, the same year that Sam was born. And all the other fire babies.
Fire babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah.
They are good Easter eggs. I knew there was
so
like
funny.
Led Zeppelin, like every time there's Led Zeppelin, there's so many Led Zeppelin references.
Yeah.
I'm like, this has got to be something.
I just like imagining Dean like a mile out, like, what song should I play? What song should I play? So I just thought of it. Maybe what if that's one of Sam's favorite songs, and he was trying to like bring Sam back.
That would be...
There's got to be a reason for Dean's musical choice. Like, he didn't just randomly put that shit on shuffle.
When I like deep dive that song, the music video of it as well is he picks up this giant sword like Excalibur that's also supposed to be rock and roll, and he goes off to save a woman in distress. Basically, like, he goes off to try to save the day. So it really echoes what Dean is doing. It's like this rock and roll version of the hero rides in to save the day.
I wonder if
potentially
Jensen
sacrifice himself.
answered because I feel like there's a pretty popular question, even though I've never heard it asked. I wonder if there's like a clip of him answering like why Dean chose that specific song.
It's a really good question. If you guys know, if any listeners, because I know a lot of y'all go to cons, if you've been to a con and he's answered that question and we don't know about it, please write in and tell us what happened.
If there's a clip of it out there, send it.
Yeah, send it our way.
That'd be cool to see.
That would be
I would love to know his answer.
Yeah, me too.
But like Lucifer and Michael's reactions are so funny. They're like, what?
They're like what the actual fuck
they're not even
is this guy
disgusted.
doing?
They're not even disgusted. They're just like, huh?
Yeah.
This isn't part of the script.
He's got some balls like turning up.
Yeah, he really does. If Dean Winchester has more balls than like any other creature in the universe, I'm convinced. Like I cannot think of another character that has this much. Like,
this is like Captain America standing up to Thanos' army on his own.
Just by himself.
It's like the same vibes. Same exact vibes.
Yeah.
I was like, is it brave or is it cocky? I can't decide. Probably both.
No, it's suicidal. Like, we know he wants to die. So he's just trying to go out in as much style as he can.
Yeah. My notes say it's God tier. Dean's got a heroic and self-destructive heart.
Yeah.
So Dean says, hey, we need to talk. And Lucifer says, Dean, even for you, this is a whole new mountain of stupid. And Dean says, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Sam. And Michael says, you're no longer the vessel, Dean. You got no right to be here. And Dean says, Adam, if you're in there somewhere, I am so sorry. And Michael says, Adam isn't home right now. And Dean says, well, then you're next on my list, Buttercup. But right now, I need 5 minutes with him. And Michael says, you little maggot. You're no longer a part of this story.
He gets so angry.
He got so mad.
Yeah.
Maggot is crazy.
Yeah.
Because like Michael presents himself as this like poised, like order. He's doing his job, but like Maggot is personal.
Yeah.
So it shows that he is emotional. And like angels are supposed to be emotionless.
He was like, how dare you reject me? I'm the best angel. You're supposed to be my vessel, motherfucker.
Yeah, you scorned prom date. Yeah. Jealous Michael.
He won't be writing Dean to the prom.
Yeah. So Cas then appears, calls him an ass butt.
Hey, ass butt.
Yeah. And throws a Molotov cocktail at him, making him burn up and disappear. And I was like, ass butt, what the hell? And then Dean says it, and it was really funny. And I just wrote, good, they are helping.
Yeah. It's the
Cas thought he was
funniest line.
Because Cas thought he was cooking. Cas was like, yo, this is a great way to use my free will.
Ass
butt.
Ass butt.
There's a callback to this in like 5 more seasons. It's so funny.
Yeah.
That was good. Fun fact, when me and Joy turned up to recording today, I called her, that's how I addressed her.
That is how she greeted me.
Hey, ass butt.
Hey, ass butt.
Yeah.
Cas says he'll be back and upset, but you've got your 5 minutes. And Lucifer says, Castiel, did you just Molotov my brother with holy fire? And Cas looks at him and he backs up really uncomfortably. He goes, no.
No.
This is very then. Yeah.
Really, it truly is. Like, there's so many threads that I've seen on Reddit about people saying, like, Cas has been hanging out with the Winchesters for long enough that he's picked up Winchester logic, which is just like, say no and back away.
Yeah, just no.
No.
And then Lucifer just clicks his fingers and Cas explodes. And I was like, this is what I put about the boys. I was like, that was very the boys level of gore and violence right there. A nice little precursor of what's to come from Kripke in the future.
Yep.
And I also like the fact that he's like, no one dicks with Michael but me. It's like, you're about
to
fight him to the death. Like, what are you saying?
And Cas, his other brother, he explodes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's very Lucifer logic, and then it's not logical at all.
Also Winchester logic.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so then Dean tries to get through to Sam, and he just keeps calling him Sammy, and it's so cute.
It is so cute. So Sam says, I tried to be nice, but for Sammy's sake. But you are such a pain in my ass. And then he throws Dean into the windshield of the Impala, which breaks it. Bobby shoots Lucifer in the back. When Lucifer turns, Bobby shoots him again in the front. Lucifer makes the twisting hand motion, and Bobby's neck just snaps in front of her eyes. And he goes, no! And
Bobby
Lucifer
shrugged
says, yes.
too. Like, Bobby knew he was going to die. He was just like...
He knew it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's like, we might as well try. I was so mad. I've actually got angry emoji faces in my notes. I was like, they better bring him back.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time.
Message me that too.
That's the first time we see Bobby die on screen too. That's like the first time Bobby's been hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you see that. It gives me kind of like, I can't think of anything else other than it's a little bit of like a Viking kind of an energy or like a like Worf. It's like gonna go down like absolutely swinging, and he knows he's gonna die, but he's decided he's gonna go down shooting Lucifer.
His free will is literally shooting Lucifer in the spine, and then no one can say that. Like, who can say I shot the devil? I looked the devil in the eyes and I shot him.
Yeah,
that's aura.
Bobby is so badass.
Yeah. Bobby B.
Yep. So Lucifer continues to beat Dean into an absolute pulp, to the degree that Dean's face gets all swollen up and he's like spitting blood
and wheezing, which is like, ugh.
It's so dark. It's so hard to watch. Like the first time I watched this episode, this was genuinely like I didn't know if I was going to make it through the whole episode.
No, one way they could have made it even more gut wrenching, and it would have been a small detail, is that they had Dean spit some teeth out. Do you imagine that?
Oh yeah,
that would have just been like, oh.
That's so brutal.
Yeah, I really didn't like him beating him up. I did also find a fun fact that apparently nor did Jensen's brother, because Jensen apparently told a panel that his real life brother Josh watched this scene and he stood up and walked off in anger because he was like seeing his little brother getting beaten up and made him upset.
Oh, I didn't even know Jensen had a brother. I'm a fake fan, exposed.
I mean, I have just got this from IMDb. It might not be true. I also found a fun fact about his swollen eye. So when filming the scene in the graveyard after Dean gets beaten up, Jensen Ackles said he began to get emotional because it was an intense scene, but the tears began to dissolve the glue of his prosthetic swollen eye, and it made his eye burn really badly, but they still had to like film, and he suffered for it.
That's
probably made it even more real.
That's like if you're a girl and you've ever put like waterproof eyeliner in your eye, and the amount that burns, just I have so much sympathy. I have so much sympathy hearing that, because that's horrible. And then I was thinking about like Jensen filming this show has been stung by bees. He's been cut because Kim Manners decided he wanted to use real glass for one of the scenes. He got cut by glass. He got scarred.
He's probably eaten a few shots from stuntmen during fight scenes. He's definitely eaten a few shots.
Yeah, he must have done. Like I was just like, poor Jensen is actually suffering for his art. Oh yeah, and then wasn't he like when they did the hell scene where he's suspended? One of the supports slipped and was just digging into his hip, and he was like truly suffering.
Yeah. Ouch.
This poor man.
Yeah.
The dive that they did when Sam and Dean dive away in season, I think it's 4. When they do the heaven and hell and they're up against Azazel and they dive out the church window, they did that for real.
Yeah.
And they did it twice. Because the first time they were like, "We can't see your face."
Oh my god.
And it was like a 3-foot drop. Like, not having a stuntman, but that's crazy. Jared and Jensen have like legit stunt work in their like belt.
They really do. They've done some badass stuff. And they've paid the price sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
Can you imagine throwing your main actors out? Can you imagine throwing your main actors out a window for like a 3-foot drop? Or
and
like I think a 3-story drop.
10,000 bees.
Yeah, like crazy. And then they use CGI bees in anyways.
I know. And the abandoned buildings are like real abandoned, like shut down, dangerous, super dangerous buildings. But they did it to save money for the budget.
Yeah.
Nothing but respect for the actors. The actors are suffering for the art, and we appreciate them.
Literally.
So while Lisa was beating Dean up, Dean is like, "It's okay, Sam. It's okay. I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to leave you." And then Sam manages to break through because he sees it's like there's like the light or something shines on the little army man, and then you get all these flashbacks of all the time they've spent.
His pupil dilates, and then he remembers everything.
Yeah, it's really beautifully done. I love that montage.
Like
and they use the yellow eyes demon noise too to like. Oh, it's so well done.
It is really well done. I love it.
Yeah. So Sam manages to break through and tells Dean it's okay, he's got him, as in Lucifer, and throws the rings on the ground, opening the cage portal again. And this is where I wrote, Wally, I was like, why did Lucifer keep the rings? Surely he should have got rid of them.
I just think he had to like not expect this to happen, because I can't imagine Lucifer's perspective. Like, I imagine like Sam metaphorically has him in like a chokehold, and he's like lashing out trying to like escape, but like Sam has him.
It's a classic villain mistake.
Yeah, keeping the one thing that could be your demise.
Yeah.
The portal opens and Sam hesitates again. I was like, kick him in.
Laura was done.
Dean is broken. He's not kicking no one. Dean is like half dead.
And then Michael shows up again and calls for Sam, telling him it's not going to end this way. And then he and Lisa have to fight as it's his destiny. And Sam looks at Dean, and I was like, I can't handle it. Sam's like, no, and closes his eyes and starts to fall backwards into the pit. Michael goes to grab him to stop him, but Sam grabs his arm, pulling him in too. And I was just like, bye, Sammy. And then had a load of sad faces.
You had very mixed feelings then, because you were like, half of you was like, kick him in, and the other half of you was like, I love you, Sam. Don't go.
Oh, it's like, in hindsight, you're like, wait, Michael, you have telekinesis. Just fucking force pull him back in. Like, what are you doing? But in the moment, it's really so well written. I mean, everybody's so emotional. Like, you don't even care about these minor things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a huge moment.
It's sad.
Rip Adam.
Poor Adam. Everyone forgets about Adam all the time.
Got eaten by ghouls. Got possessed by Michael. Got tossed in the fucking hole. The red-headed stepchild of the supernatural world.
So then we cut to a little later, and Dean is now kneeling on the spot where Sam disappeared crying. Cas then appears behind him, and he has his angel powers back and heals Dean's injuries. Dean asks if Cas is God, and Cas says that's quite a nice compliment, but no. He says he believes God brought him back. He then walks over to Bobby and heals him, and I was like, damn right, you bring Bobby back.
It's the neck snapping noise, like, and rejoining noise is just so like worst chiropractic adjustment ever.
Yeah.
Because even Bobby wakes up like, oh.
Yeah. My notes just says singing. Everyone we love dies in this show.
And they somehow come back.
I realized too that the notes up top glitched for some reason, because it's like they may have never had four walls, but Sam and Dean were never without a home. Because I was like, oh, there's an ellipses. Maybe it picks up later, but it did not in fact pick up later. So that's me owning that one. That's a weird glitch in the notes. So then we get the Chuck voiceover. Chuck comes back in and says, any chapped-ass monkey with a keyboard can poop out a beginning, but endings are impossible. You try to tie up every loose end, but you never can. The fans are always going to bitch. There's always going to be holes, and since it's the ending, it's all supposed to add up to something. I'm telling you, they're a raging pain in the ass.
All right, it's the writers telling people not to bitch about the ending.
No, I think this finale was like genuinely like one of the like everybody loved it in the moment.
Yeah.
And they still love it. I think it's still viewed as like one of the best finales that Supernatural has put out.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a split in the fandom where there are people who are like, it's perfect. Season 5 is perfect, and you don't need to watch anything after that.
No, I think this is like the end of the first chapter of Supernatural. Like, this is chapter 1 is like seasons 1 through 5. Then the next second arc is 5 through 10, and then 10 through 15.
No, I think that's really, really valid. Because I definitely used to feel that way. I used to be like, nah, after season 5, it's not going to be as good. Because Eric Kripke is going to leave. And I was like, it's not going to be
I never
good.
felt that, to be honest. To me, I was like, oh my God, yes, more Supernatural. I was an addict. I was like, yes, let's keep feeding it. Inject it into my veins.
I was burned from so many shows and like movies going on after their time at this point. I was just like, it's not going to be good. And I was also so upset.
I started watching when season 6 was like, season 6 had just come to Netflix. I think I told you this last time. I think it was season 6. So like I was already in the like, okay, season 7 is gonna come out, so I'm gonna rewatch it then. Yeah, I was like, I wanted more. I was like, this can't be over. What do you mean over? This is going on forever.
Yeah. And then I totally changed my mind. I ended up really enjoying season 6, and it started to really grow on me.
Yeah. No, season 6 starts off strong, then the middle is very like, what are we doing here? Then it ends off really strong. And then 7 is really strong too, I feel like. 7 is really, really strong.
7's got some great episodes.
Yeah, 7's got great episodes. The overarching villain is like okay, but like again, we don't really give a shit about that. Sam and Dean are gonna win anyways. Yeah. 8 is really good. I think 8 is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there are definitely some sick storylines. There's some great and fantastic
character moments. There's so many character moments and new characters that come in, and you're like, oh my god, how have you not been in the show forever?
Yeah, absolutely. So it is one of those things where they do an amazing job of carrying the show forward, and we got 15 pretty epic seasons. They deserve so many more awards.
I think there's somebody, I don't know if it's, I think the SPN verse, they're like advocating, like one of the bigger groups
Emmy
to
for
advocate.
SPN.
Yeah, Emmy for SPN.
Yeah, 100%.
It deserves it.
It really does.
It's like the Jackie Chan of like network television. Like they deserve, like, recognize it in the hindsight. Like Jackie Chan was never recognized during his career. They gave him a Lifetime Achievement Oscar afterwards. But like Supernatural is the same way. Like it pioneered so many things.
You are 100% right.
And there'll probably never be another show after, like it after. Like I can't imagine another show.
I don't see how you could possibly follow this act.
The only thing I would want, like genuinely, is like a Supernatural animation, like remake, or like not even a remake, just a continuation. Yeah. Or a spinoff, or something. But this show needs to be animated because the budget is obviously, the concepts versus the budget is like two different. They're on two different playing fields.
Yeah,
like
we
Lucifer
either need a limitless budget.
Yeah, you either make it the next Game of Thrones or you animate it.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% on board. Agreed.
Because like Sam, like Michael and Lucifer's fight was supposed to like devastate the planet, and what it comes down to is they don't even throw a punch at each other. We don't even see anything, and it's gonna be a fist fight. It's like what? Yeah, it's supposed to be like, I'm imagining like Dragon Ball Z epic shit where like you can't even see them fighting, but there's like shockwaves blowing up mountains and shit. We don't even see any of that.
Yeah. No, that's a really good point. That's a really
people hated that. I made a video about it. People hated it. They're like, no, Supernatural doesn't need to be an anime. But I'm like, it's kind of already an anime. It's just in live action.
Actually, they did make an animated version.
Yeah, they made an anime, like a legit anime. But like the concept of Supernatural is literally anime. It goes from level 1 is like one demon. Level 5, they're fighting Lucifer, and it's just going to progressively get harder and harder.
I completely agree with you. The thing is, like, the point is really solid. If people want to admit it or not is their problem. But like, to be honest with you, the point lands. Like, if you know,
it's got anime power scale. This is straight up Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, it really is. If you know anime, there's no arguing with this idea.
Yeah, this is like straight up Dragon Ball. Like Sam and Dean are Dragon Ball Z characters.
They really are. So we cut back to Dean and Cas in the car, and Dean's saying, what are you going to do now? And Cas says, return to heaven, I suppose. And Dean's like, heaven? And Cas says, with Michael in the cage, I'm sure it's total anarchy up there. And Dean's like, so what, you're the new sheriff in town? And Cas is like, I like that. Yeah, I suppose I am. And at this point, I remember the first time that I watched this, I was convinced that Cas was God. Like, they really had me believing that Cas was God.
I thought that too. I was like, the way that Dean like reaction, like in that moment, I was like, "Yo, Cas is God."
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yep.
That was a theory for a long time too. Like afterwards.
Yeah. Dean says, "Wow, God gives you God gives you a brand new shiny set of wings, and suddenly you're his bitch again." Cas says, "I don't know what God wants. I don't know if he'll even return. It's just seems like the right thing to do." And Dean says, "Well, if you do see him, you tell him I'm coming for him next." And I was like, oh my god. Fuck.
It's so anime. That's so
really
anime.
Is. It really is.
In season 1, you're fighting ghosts and having trouble, and now you're like, I'm gonna hunt God.
In season 5, I will be a god killer. Yeah.
I'm coming for God.
It's a fact. It's a stone cold fact. You can't argue with it. And Cas is like, you're angry. I was like, yes, well done, Cas. Well observed. Dean says that's an understatement. Cas says he helped, maybe even more than we realize. And Dean says that's easy for you to say. He brought you back, but what about Sam? What about me, huh? Where's my grand prize? All I got is my brother in a hole. And Cas says, you got what you asked for, Dean. No paradise. No hell. Just more of the same. I mean it, Dean. What would you rather have? Peace or freedom? And then when Dean looks back, Cas is gone.
Dean knows he would rather have freedom is the thing. Like, he doesn't like the idea of being part of a script.
Yeah. It's very true.
They technically won. They did what they set out to do.
Yeah.
They won, but the other version of winning was everybody goes to heaven. The real win was like Michael kills Lucifer and then they go to heaven, which I never understood. Like, I'm thinking about this now. It's like, Michael kills Lucifer, right? But that doesn't mean Sam is permanently dead. Why can't Michael just resurrect Sam? Why wouldn't like killing Lucifer be the biggest goal, even if he's in Sam's body?
Yeah, that's true.
Why wouldn't they be able to resurrect Sam?
Because Anna says the only way to actually like get rid of Sam permanently is to basically spread his atoms across the universe in an angelic way. So unless the death of Lucifer did that, then Sam theoretically could come back.
Yeah. Which I don't know if the death of Lucifer would do that. We've seen angels die before, and they get like
they don't atomize.
Cas got fucking exploded twice.
Yeah.
So I wonder why they never considered making it. I never understood like why Michael never even offered that to Dean. Like, yeah, we'll kill Lucifer. I'll leave you alone, and I'll bring your brother back. I think Dean would have taken that deal.
That's actually such a good point.
I wonder if they just didn't think about it. Like, I mean, in hindsight, obviously the story had to go the way it went.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just thinking from the character's perspective, why didn't they make this choice? Maybe they just didn't think about it.
The only thing that I can think of that I could justify it if I was writing this is that Michael's really fucking arrogant. Michael and Lucifer are both super
But we don't really see his arrogance until like after Dean scorns him. Before that, he seems pretty chill. Like when he possesses John. Yeah. And when he talks to Dean, he even brings Sam back in that moment too.
Yeah, it's true.
So I'm like wondering, I think just Zachariah or the angel that Dean fucking stabbed through the face, so satisfying. He's just the worst salesman ever. Like, why would you not, like, the first step in sales is like always be selling. He just he never sold him the one thing he wanted. All Dean wants at the end of the day is his brother. And I think he convinced him, like, yeah, all the people that died, honestly, they could have brought all of them back too. What's stopping them from mass resurrection?
Once you start resurrecting people, it's like where does the line end? I guess.
So I mean, if I was Dean, like I would have been like, all right, if you want possession, you want this fight. First, you resurrect me, you resurrect Sammy, you resurrect all the people that died in this battle, and you leave us the fuck alone. After Lucifer's gone, we don't need you, and then you get more of the same. Then you could end the series, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess the only thing that makes sense to me is that Michael wouldn't take orders from a human.
Yeah, maybe.
Because, like, your logic is perfect. Honestly, your logic is perfect. That's the only thing that I can think of to poke a hole in.
I just think they didn't think about it in the moment.
I agree.
It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
But, like, if I'm just Dean, like, I feel like, to me, like, that's like, okay, what do we want? We want Sam alive. We want these people not to die.
Yeah.
Lucifer's got to die. So how do we like, there's a compromise here, guys. We just got to sit together and make it. But I think all of them wanted their own different things. Like, Dean wanted his shit. The angels wanted their thing. So it's like
Michael's convinced that he has to follow the script of his father exactly too.
Yeah,
I think
but then,
maybe that's the real problem. He's not a creative thinker. He's a follow orders guy.
So if I was Dean, I would have been like, yeah, you can follow orders, you can kill Lucifer, but it doesn't say what happens afterwards. It just says,
just give me my brother. Then that is something that Dean would legitimately do because Dean is a creative thinker.
Yeah, Dean.
So that's very real.
Like, I think Dean would have accepted that deal.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he would have said, they said, yeah, we'll bring Sam back and we'll bring your family back, but whoever dies, and they go to heaven or whatever. Yeah, I think he would have accepted that. That would make season 6 amazing, because imagine everybody's back. Like, John is back, Mary's back, Sam is back, the devil's dead. What's the next villain? The angels are gone.
Yeah. It's a very interesting point. Guys, write in and let us know what you think of this as well. Tell us in the comments.
Yeah, please. Tell me how stupid my ideas are. It fuels me. It fuels me.
Okay, so cutting us back in, my original thought before we went off on this, about my like original thought was, what does that line even mean? Peace or freedom? A world with no free will that's peaceful because everybody with guts is dead is kind of like a false peace. Because I was kind of thinking, like, because I grew up on Star Trek, there's all those things where they're like, here's a utopia, but it's only a utopia because, like, if you step out of line even a tiny bit, you just get, like, atomized. And that kind of felt like the implication with the angels taking over the earth. It really felt to me like that anybody who wasn't going to be what they wanted in their vision of a perfect world, they're gone. So when Cas is like, freedom or peace, I was like, well, I don't really know if that works, Cas.
I choose freedom, I think.
Yeah.
But it depends on the piece, like what kind of piece are we getting? Because like you said, it's like peace is relative. Like half the world is dead, and the other half is trying to figure out how the hell they move on from this apocalypse.
Yeah.
And freedom is like shit sucks generally overall. It's just not a big wave of it. It's like, what would you pick?
Neither option sounds awesome. It's described as advertised.
Honestly, like if it was like up to that, I'd be like, yo, just make me a part of the people that die and go to heaven right away. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with the post-apocalypse. But let me just be in heaven and chilling.
Yeah. Hanging out with Ash.
Yeah.
I liked when Cas just disappears like he usually does. And he's like, you really suck at goodbyes, you know that?
Yeah, he's so mad.
He's mastered the Irish goodbye. Just
just vanishes.
Just no part there.
It's such a dick move too. Because like, where do you gotta go? Where do you have to be? You were just like, what are we doing here? You're not gonna talk about this? You just came back to life. You don't got anything to say?
You just watched his brother fall into hell. Both of his brothers, actually. I keep forgetting about Adam. I keep doing that thing. Both of his brothers just fell into hell.
So did the writers. No.
Cas is like, peace out.
So then we get some voiceover, and it's saying that Dean and Bobby, basically they're saying goodbye, and they're not going to see each other for a very long time. Mm-hmm. Dean then keeps his promise to Sam and goes to see Lisa. He's like, oh, he's going to see him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's just so broken in his face.
He really is, and his voice is breaking when he says, hey, Lisa. And Lisa says, oh, thank God, are you all right? And again, his voice is breaking. Oh, my God, it's so sad. He says, yeah, if it's not too late, I think I'd like to take you up on that beer. And she says, it's never too late. And then he walks in, and she holds him like he's a child. Like, this man is broken. And she's just like, shh, it's okay. It's going to be okay. And it like breaks you because we all know. Go, Wally.
It's just like, because for Dean, he knows heaven is real. There is no, I'm gonna meet Sam again. Like Sam is gone forever for existence. There is no more Sam. He's never gonna see his brother again, and like that's the part that fucking kills him. Because he'll be able to see his dad. He'll be able to see his mom when he dies. He goes to heaven hypothetically, but Sam no more. It's just gonna be memories of him, which is just
it's so dark.
That's the worst thing you can do for Dean. That's literally the worst thing you can do for Dean.
I think that's probably a worse hell than him actually being in a hell.
He would rather go to hell. He would take Sam's place in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's so dark. It's so dark.
It's insane. It's like he has to live with that. And he doesn't really feel alive without his brother, so he's never going to really be back to normal. He's just going to be faking it.
100%.
Well, I didn't understand the end. So, like, Lucifer or Sam, whoever, is standing outside watching them. And I was like, how is he there? Is he just checking in on them? Is it Sam checking in that Dean's okay? Is it Lucifer? I didn't understand. Someone tell me what's happening.
That's fair. So
you gotta watch episodes. You gotta watch season 6.
Oh, okay.
That's how they get you.
I did find something that I feel like is gonna make you feel differently about this scene. It's really, really interesting. So, in 2026, during an appearance on the Supernatural Then and Now podcast, Eric Kripke revealed his original ending for Swan Song, and he said, Sam goes to hell, Dean works his ass off to try to get him out in a montage, kind of similar to what's there, but ultimately can't, because Dean's big emotional moment and movement was that he had to learn to let go of his brother, right? So I think it was probably more like, oh, where did he go? But I'm going to let him go. Then Dean goes back to Lisa, and they have a baby, and it's a girl, and he names the baby Samantha. Aww. And then the final image, I know. The final image would be like, he's got Samantha and he kisses Samantha and he kisses Lisa. And then he puts the baby in the crib and they leave and they turn out the light. And then a dark figure comes over to the crib and it goes back to the teaser of Supernatural. And so there's a dark figure and then it's like a hard blackout. And the strong implication is it's all going to start over again. So Dean is going to become John and Samantha is going to be the new demon hunter and his wife is going to be on the ceiling and Sam is obviously going to get back in.
Oh.
Ooh. Actually, I remember reading that, and I think I have a draft of a video of that, of like the original ending of Supernatural. I don't think I've ever posted it, but it's so emotional.
It is so emotional.
Yeah.
And the thing for me is like, there's a lot of layers to this that that we could unpack, but he wanted a female hunter at the end.
Yeah.
Like
Samantha, that'd be amazing.
Dean's still there. Dean's the one
Dean
training her.
And then we have Benny too.
Yeah,
and
Sam.
What's the little kid's name? It is Ben, right?
Ben, yeah.
Yeah.
And Sam gets out. So there is still, because with Ben there would be a sibling. So Ben would kind of, I suppose, become the Dean. Samantha becomes Sam, and it starts.
But Dean would not be John.
No, I don't think Dean would be John. He would just be taking on the role of like teaching them how to hunt.
See, this is you were saying about a spin-off earlier. This is what the spin-off should be.
This is what the spin-off should be.
There's so many potential for spin-offs of Supernatural, even after the ending. Like, you'll see, Laura. You have a big journey ahead of you. You're done with 1 chapter out of 3.
Yeah.
You guys did the math, right? Like, when are you gonna catch up? Like, what year are you gonna catch up? 2036?
We've got another 4 years, I think.
Yeah.
4 years. What year is it? 2030.
Well, he looks at his watch.
2030. I'm like thinking, how old am I gonna be? Jesus. 2030. I'm gonna be 33. Oh my god. That's
how
crazy.
Old will I be? No,
that's a whole college graduation.
Yeah.
That's a whole college graduation.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Well, I'm gonna be. How old am I going to be in 4 years? 42.
I'm like freaking out about being 30.
I think I might be 49. No, is that right? That's not right.
You're like,
how old am I now?
4 years older than me, aren't you? Or 5?
Yeah, I'll be 46.
Well,
oh my god. Honestly, I didn't think you guys were that much older than me. I just think everybody's around my age.
Also, millennials of our generation, I feel like, age differently.
One of the biggest compliments I get is that you don't look 29. I'm like, thank God. Thank my mom for her immortal genes.
Thank my mom. I also thank my mom. My mom has always looked about a decade younger than she actually is.
Yeah, my mom looks like my mom genuinely looks like she's in her 30s. And she's
amazing.
Like 50.
Maybe she has the immortal cells, and you like.
I mean, my grandpa, which I look a lot like, it also is like he didn't age that much. Even with like his white hair and his white beard, he's still looking young as hell. So I'm like, shout out to them for the immortality,
for the
good pseudo immortality.
Yeah.
I might obviously watch it the first time. I'm glad it hasn't ended because, like Wally said, like I want more. I want more now.
You always want more Supernatural.
Yeah, but I do feel like if that had been it, I'd have been satisfied that like it all wrapped up.
Oh, I wouldn't be satisfied. I'd be like, why is Sam back? What the hell? Give me more.
Yeah, apart from that, because I was like, there's no annoying cliffhanger apart from the last. They should have just
Sam.
That's the biggest cliffhanger. Like, wait, how is Sam back?
That is a wild, just like character moment right at the end.
And
like,
then what does he do? He just stands there menacingly.
Yeah, under the light. It's very Azazel.
Yeah. Very Batman. Sam's in his Batman era.
Yeah, so I'm happy.
Why do you think, Laura? Why do you think he left, or like he stood there waiting and didn't go inside?
I literally don't know. I was so confused. I don't even know if it's Sam or Lucifer.
Nah, I'm assuming if it was Lucifer, he'd blow some shit up. So somebody's getting blown up.
I was just like, oh, maybe he was just checking in. Like, you know, he's still dead, but he's just checking in to make sure that Dean's happy.
Oh, his ghost.
Lisa. Yeah.
Ghost of Sam.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking.
That's your.
I remember I was like, oh, maybe he's like, I don't know how he. I remember like, maybe he's just happy that Dean is finally happy.
Yeah.
And he decides to just.
He's having an apple pie life, whatever he said.
Yeah. My only thought on my original watch at the end of that was literally just what the fuck. Those were the only thoughts in my head. My mind was blown. I was like, how is this happening? Like what kind of sorcery is this? What the fuck is going on?
Always come back.
And then I had to wait until the next season came out for I don't even know how long the break was between season 5 and season 6. I don't really remember anymore.
I think it was a year.
I think it was something like that, and I just remember being absolutely furious.
Oh no, actually, this is CW, so I'm assuming the finale was in like May, and then the Supernatural was back by like September, early October. It used to be 6 months. We used to be spoiled with television. 22 episode seasons.
Yeah. Oh, Man, those were the days. The days of my youth.
I was on the other podcast, and they were asking me what a hot take is, and I was like, 8-episode television, like, it ruined TV. Absolutely destroyed television. You get 8 episodes every year, and the budget for the show decreases each year. Like, how does that make sense?
The actors can't be getting paid as much either because there's no residuals.
And there's no residuals, so like, where are you saving money? Like, this is crazy. They hook you with season 1 and then just make the show perpetually worse for 5 seasons. It's so wild to me. It's like how capitalism genuinely ruined television. It's like the most efficient way to deliver TV to people.
No, it's very true. It is very true.
Yeah. Thank God Supernatural was not in this era. Could you imagine 8-episode Supernatural seasons?
No.
Fuck no. That would ruin me.
That'd be my 13th reason. You have to wait. Imagine having to wait a year after Sam came back. Literally a year and a half sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have to wait like 2 weeks.
That would not be okay.
Yeah, that's my hell.
Yeah, for sure. Do you want to play the end of episode games, Laura?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Villain hot or not? Sam was Lucifer, yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yes, from Wally. Cool.
I don't think there's any other villains. It's just Lucifer, right? Well, I suppose. Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah. He's the end.
Yeah. He's kind of a villain. He's okay. I wouldn't really call him a hot villain.
Yeah, no. Sam is.
Adam's not hot. He's forgotten about the writers. Thrown into a hole. Adam, don't worry. I think you're hot. You get it.
We have one hot villain vote.
Episode scare rating out of 10.
I gave it a 10.
I don't think it was scary. It was emotionally devastating, but not in a scary way.
I
guess scary in the way that it revealed how much you need Supernatural in your life. So 10, because like, what am I without the show?
I really tried to put myself back in my shoes of like, this is the first time I've ever seen this episode. What did I rate it? Like, how did I see it? And I wrote 10 because it's super scary when Lucifer blows up Cas, snaps Bobby's neck, and Samifer is beating Dean basically to death in front of you. Like, for me, that was a 10.
Not knowing how it was going to end, you're just like, oh my God, what the hell is happening?
Yeah.
And Lucifer, in like the first, like you said, in like the first 15 minutes, he's like, I know you have the rings.
Yeah. It's like, there's no way. Like, shut up, Lucifer. Shut up. I know you're not.
It just drops through your ass, honestly. Like, when he says that, it's fucking terrifying.
It's like, shut up. We know that this is not, the episode's not ending right now. I know you're not Sam. Stop this. Stop gaslighting me.
Yeah. So that's
and mind you, this is the most powerful version of Sam we've seen. You're like, oh, maybe he stands a chance, but you're like, dude, this is TV. There's 15 minutes. We got 40 minutes left. Ain't shit gonna go down right now. Like, Sam is getting killed. Like, something's happening.
Yeah.
I just had emotional damage as a 10.
Yeah.
Favorite quotes?
Ass butt.
Hey, ass butt. Yeah.
Hey, ass butt. We all have hey, ass butt, I bet. I wrote, you're a overgrown man.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then, take care of these guys, okay? And Cas being like, that's not possible. Just the deadpan, that's not possible. And then Cas saying, it's starting. And Dean saying, yeah, you think, genius? And then Cas says, you don't have to be mean.
Cas had a lot of good quotes this one.
He really did.
Aspart is best though.
Yeah, Aspart is like 10 out of 10.
100%.
I also liked it when Dean said, hey guys, is your father home?
That was good.
And then normally I have funny ones, but I did have an emotional one this time, and it's Dean saying, well, I ain't gonna let him die alone.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That is a really good one. I feel like some of the most emotional quotes instead of funny quotes would be like Chuck's speech about the Impala and the boys, and
Dean
like
saying,
they never had 4 walls, but they had a home.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The Impala.
Dean saying, Sammy, I'm here. I'm not leaving you while getting beaten down.
Oh, yeah. God. Yeah, that's so beautiful. I love
that. Thirst traps. I didn't actually write any down. I was too emotional. I missed them.
Cas getting exploded.
No, but I thought hey ass butt was a thirst trap because he's like hey ass butt and then he Molotovs him and I was like that's badass.
Bloody Dean. No, Dean's one gimp eye.
But when he comes out from killing all the demons and he has blood on him and forgetting the demon Ovaltine. That was a thirst trap. And then also when Sam heroically makes the jump, because like Laura's like, stop hesitating, kick him in. But I was like, I had a different take. I was like, oh my god, this is so hard. But he's making the hard decision, and he throws himself in, and he takes Adam with him / Michael. Like, oh, that's hard. That's hardcore. So I was like, that's a pretty heroic moment. I thought that was a thirst trap.
Yeah. MVP. It could be literally loads of things. It could even be the car. Like
I wrote
MVP
God.
has to be Sam.
Yeah, I have Sam, but then it's also Dean went to the cemetery to talk to Sam so he could get through to him. The car with the little plastic soldier, is that the MVP?
Yeah, the plastic soldier is the MVP. Yeah,
the little green beret. There we go.
Just like John. Oh my god, it comes full circle.
It does come full circle.
It's all about John Winchester.
John is the MVP.
Yo, they're gonna hate this because I know how much people hate John Winchester. They're gonna be like, shut up about John. Shut up about John.
I don't know. We have a mixed audience about John. Honestly, we'll be
really?
like John, and then people will write in and be like, he's not that bad, guys. He gets such a bad rap.
All right, let's see. We should put up a poll and see the votes.
I'm going 50. To. That is such a good
when you
idea.
do the quotes of this episode and it's like Wally defends deadbeat dads, is John a deadbeat dad?
Like out of context quotes, and it's just Wally being like,
yeah, he's not that bad.
He's fine.
Then we didn't have a motel.
No, I wrote 5 stars to Baby.
Yeah,
she's their home.
Yeah,
I would stay there.
Yeah, me too.
Put it on the road trip, Laura.
I want to sit on the top and watch.
There's somebody selling a 67 Impala like in PA by me. I look at it sometimes, freak. I'm like, oh, I want to buy it so bad.
Oh yeah, it's still like there.
45. Yeah, it's like $45,000. It's not black, but I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna drop this money, I'm gonna get it customized.
Yeah.
That's like one thing I'm definitely gonna
hear me out. You do that. This is completely selfish on my part. I own that right now. You do that, and then we do the road trip, like the spooky ass road trip with all of the right music, with all of the right snacks. Yeah.
I need my road food. Yes.
Yeah, we have to get pie in a diner somewhere.
Pie. We go to the best pie spots. I actually know a couple.
That would be amazing.
Dude, that video would like genuinely like blow up amongst like the Supernatural fans.
Mm-hmm.
I would just also be having the time of my life. Not gonna lie, like I fucking love a good road trip.
I've always wanted to do like an American road trip as well. So
American road is so fun. Like
it is so much better.
I love just getting I get snacks and just start driving. Oh my god,
our highways are so good. I miss our highways.
Yeah.
All right, now that we've waxed lyrical about this road trip, that's probably the episode, guys.
Yeah,
that's the end of the episode, I think. So tell us in the comments what you thought about this. Tell us what you thought about the hot takes. I'm gonna do that poll that Wally suggested because I think it's amazing. If you guys think of anything else that you want to partake in, if you have any ideas for polls based off this, let us know.
Mm-hmm. Let us know what your initial thoughts about this, how it ended.
Yep.
Well,
100%.
Why is Sam back? Don't tell me really.
Wait, hold up. We didn't talk about the most important thing. What did you think about Chuck?
Oh yeah, and he just
disappears at the end. See, right. So I think I know who Chuck is because of knowing who Rob Benedict. It's like when he's on stuff, and it's like he was this character. So I can't. That's kind of spoiled for me. But I don't know how or why or.
Say it.
He's God.
Yep.
I mean, that's what everybody.
By
That's
the
what
end of the episode,
thought.
I knew it when I watched this in real time because I was like, "It's Cas, and then Chuck just vanishes.
I was like,
with a smile.
I was like, Chuck. Yeah, and then also he's wearing white. He has the beard. He looks like the typical depiction of the god.
Yeah.
And then I was like, shit, and he's writing the story, you guys. He knows everything, and he's writing the story. He was never a prophet. He's God.
Yeah, and then
I was watching the special.
Different too.
Is that sorry?
I said his vanish, the way he vanished, it wasn't like an angel. Like it just vanished.
No.
Like a ghostly aura just.
Yeah. It was magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was something I've been watching the special features for the end of season 5, and there was something in there where Eric Kripke says like, oh, and the reveal that Chuck is God. And I'm like, how is that a reveal? Like, you didn't actually say that.
I think
this is the same thing as the demon blood.
Intentions. The intention was for that to be a reveal. But like, so I mean, we should probably talk about this when it's actually properly revealed. But I'm like, why? If they know, he knows they've been looking for him, and he's been an asshole.
Oh, you'll see. You go back and forth on Chuck as God as it like. Sport, you're gonna have like you got a good 5 seasons. You got a good 5-6 seasons.
Yep, we got a ways to go.
Oh,
it kind of grounds itself in season 6 again before it goes super crazy.
True.
Then it's just like after I think 7 is when it starts like ramping the villain and like the threats.
Yeah, I can't wait until I'm gonna say this in code so it's not a spoiler. When Dean wears the red shirt.
The biggest missed opportunities.
Yeah, but like all of that.
But
I cannot wait for Laura to see that.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. But I don't. You remember the theories between the ending of the finale and then the beginning of that season? The theories that everybody was talking about Red Shirt Dean.
Yeah.
I wish they capitalized on even 1% of that.
I know, right? That could be a video though, like all the missed opportunities.
I've done that video, but I'm gonna like start remaking it because like make some more money. Why not?
Why don't you? You've got to pay for that Impala. You've got to pay for the paint job.
That's like the whole savings account. It's just Impala. It's an Impala investment account. You guys can donate to the fund that now.
Do you have anything coming up that you want to tell the listeners about at all?
Nothing really, to be honest. I have another podcast appearance, but I'll just post that whenever it's up. I think my boy is editing it right now, and then this podcast, and then nap time.
And then nap time, yeah.
That's about it. I'm boring. I never have anything going on.
Are you going to any more conventions?
I might be going to Anime Expo in July. More than likely, I'm going, and then I think I have another one. I might go to one in Houston, DreamCon. I don't know yet. And then Anime NYC in August. Like again, I have to say all up in the air.
Yeah.
But if you ever see me in the conventions, please stop me and say hello. I will talk to you till you hate me. And like genuinely, it's my favorite thing.
So
you will unfollow me before the conversation is up.
Wally is actually lovely. You guys should definitely go up and say hi. He looks like he's having a blast at all of these. Like honestly, like the costumes, everything is so sick and so cool. It makes me want to go to conventions again. So definitely check all of that out. And we will catch you guys in the next episode. Wally, thank you so much for coming on this episode.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Don't mention it. I can't wait to come back. I'll talk about Supernatural all day.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. And with that, bye.
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 Thanks for tuning in. If you like this episode, please rate, review, and subscribe. We would be very grateful. And if you know someone who would enjoy it, please share.
You can find us on Instagram at The Witches of Letters Podcast, or you can email us at thewitchesofletters@gmail.com.
Until next time, stay safe out there, have each other's backs, and always keep fighting.